Hi Tracy, welcome on the boat tonight, girlie. I hope we get a few more in. It was a bit touch and go, I think. I worked very well over the weekend, so I was hoping I'd be okay for tonight, but I'm alright. So, yeah, well, you know, I mean, life happens, Kay. It don't matter where you know, you've got other things to do. That's what's more important. Do what's priority, don't you? But with somebody else here, there's two watching, it says. So, what, the live? You've got to be doing the lives. You've been doing lives and I've missed them. I've not noticed that. Or you mean you whipping chats? I've not been, I don't know, the other thongs. You're doing thongs, are you? All right. Too much information. Oh dear. No, I've been, it's just Rosie. It's just getting to me. Really is getting to me. And I don't know. I'm just not taking it very easy. Not very well anyway. I know I should, but I can't. It's. I've had pets before, and I've lost pets before, but I've never been this bad ever. But Rosie was quite special to me. She was anyway. So I've been a little bit, actually, a lot down over the last few days. I don't know. I just feel empty and lost. You know, yeah, I could take time off, and I mean, I've not done any crafting, and I feel really bad about that because I have just totally lost my mojo, absolutely. I've got diamond paintings that waiting to be done. Some that's really nice one that I really want to get onto, but I'm just not in. I'm not into it at the minute at all, and I've got to get back into it. But, well, we'll just have to wait and see. And maybe I need another holiday. I think we hoped that this holiday that we had when we went down to Wales, we thought that that might make us better. But in actual fact, coming back to an empty house just made it really quite bad for me, worse for me than, you know, had we not took her, had we had with us. So I don't know. I'll get over it. I mean, a very, very, very dear friend has told me, you know, to book me ideas up and, you know, get busy and do things. And, you know, she's quite right. But I don't know. It's just, you know, she was what I got up for in the morning. You know what I mean? It's strange, really. More so than ever before. But yeah, I just got to get used to it, and I'm not enjoying this at all. So these actually do help doing this kind of thing. I mean, I've been sat this afternoon sorting a quiz up for tonight, and in actual fact, it's done me world of good because it's made me think about something else. Because that's all I think about when I'm sat in here. Over the weekend, I've been cry, you know, and I feel such a mardy bug about it. I just miss her that much. So I have to be careful I don't talk about it too much because that sets me off. I was talking to my sister-in-law on Sunday tea time. She rings me. And, I had set up crying at her and all. Dear old me. Oh, I'll get used to it, I suppose, eventually. Oh, thanks, Tracy. It is appreciated. Hi, Caroline. Welcome. I've just been telling Tracy I've been really down in dumps this last few days with my little Rosie. I said to Harry on Saturday I wish I'd gone with her. That's how much I miss her. Not that I'm brave enough to ever do anything to myself, so don't worry about that on that score anyway. Eesh. They are actually more special than any I've ever had before. Why, I don't know. It was just something about Rosie. You know? Yeah, just something about her, I think. But we've got to move on, haven't we? Tell you. I ain't got to talk about her else it sets me off. And I've done enough of that. I thought they'd all gone. I thought they'd dried up after this weekend, but clearly not. I don't know. So, got a nice quiz tonight. It should be fun. A really good fun later on as it goes. I sat on PC getting some of them, and then I went outside. Harry and Paul from next door were over, and they've made a gate now between two houses. There's always been one there, but it was never usable. Anyway, between Harry and Paul, they put a gate up, proper gate. And of course, because there's no Rosie at this side, Sasha comes in now, was running around our garden. Our garden's a lot bigger than theirs. If you looked front street, they've only got like one width of drive, and then the house, we've got the house, and then we've got two widths, like a double garage width, or two drives. And so our garden's a lot bigger. And she absolutely loves running around. But she's a staffy. And she's lovely, but she's never really been trained very well. You know what I mean? I mean, don't get me wrong, she's a lovely dog. And she's always wanting to lick, but she's bouncy, she's full of life. And I said to Paul today, how old is she? He says, she'll be 9 this year. And I thought, no, we've been here 8 years. We've been here 8 years. And they got her after we moved in here because they had Molly, and Molly passed away. So she's not 8. She's not even 8, no. So 7 at the very most. That's how old she'll be. It's not saying though, that's not how you she comes straight in. Paul, this morning, Carol comes from next door and she was a bit cleaning for us. And so when I got up, I was up early and she was still busy hoovering the lounge. So I says to her, I said, I'll go and sit outside in the sun because it was nice. Sat outside in the sunshine, and Paul were out there. And he says, you're not coming through. You can sure hope you two, like this. And I says, oh, for goodness sake, let her through. She came straight through and did us a lovely pile up. But Paul, bless him, he went and got his shovel and got rid of it, cleaned up after her. But she just loves to romp round our garden. Because after theirs, they've got them limestone chippings down. They must hurt her little feet. I don't like them sort of things on garden because it does hurt the feet. So that's why she likes a good run round in here. But if I get my way, I want another dog. Between you and me. Yeah, but it's a secret. He knows I want one, but he's not going to let me. He's not going to let me have one. But, and what I would love, yeah, it hurts, doesn't it? What I would love, I've been looking on Google and onto pet rescues and all that. But I'd love a little teacup Yorkie. Have you seen them? Tiny. And that would just be my big enough. I could have her in my pocket when we went shopping, nobody'd know. Oh dear. I would love that. I really would love a little teacup Yorkie. And funnily enough, I ought that either a teacup Yorkie or Bichon Frise. I think that's what they are, Bichon or Bichon or whatever. They're gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And funnily enough, I went through. If you go on Google, you can find the breed that you're looking for, and then you can find out things about them, like do they have any, illnesses, that breed particularly. And out of all the ones that I'd read, that's the one that has the least health problems, the longest lifespan, and no behavioural problems as such, But then again, I always put behavioural problems down to the owner, not the dog. A lot of people don't like to hear that, but it's a fact. I mean, it's actually next door. Oh, if anybody knocks on their door or goes goes by, she sees them. Oh, she sets off barking. Rosie's never done any of that, ever. She'll bark at television if there's another dog on, what she did. And she'd, celebrations tub full of biscuits. You can leave them on the floor in the kitchen. She weren't greedy with them. She would just get one when she wanted one. And very often she'd go and pick one of them up, come in here and put it on the floor and sit and lay and watch it while telly's on. And if hi Laura, darling, how are you? She would see another dog come on and then grab it quick and eat it, thinking dog on television's coming after a biscuit. She was nutty as a fruitcake. But you see, that's one of her traits. That's what I loved about her as much as anything. She'd got this amazing character. And it's that sort of thing. And the companionship. I mean, Harry's, don't get me wrong, is brilliant. I couldn't wish for anybody better. But he's not Rosie. He's not. I just feel empty. That's what my problem is. I feel just empty, hollow. It's not just my heart that's shattered. It's my whole being is shattered because she's not here. So, but I'm going to try and get over it or get another one or whatever. I don't want another West Aid because they are, as young dogs, they are need a lot of looking after. I do, Laura, and I've been looking at teacup Yorkies. Have you seen them? This is a drinking glass. It fit in that. They're adorable, absolutely adorable. But boy, are they expensive! Wow, they are. Or a Bichon. I think it's Bichon or Bichon Frise. I was just saying they don't have a lot of health issues. In fact, it's one of the best breeds there is for that, because even bigger breeds have health issues. I mean, any dog that's got long ears, droopy ears, they get a lot of ear problems unless they're really taking care of their ears. They do get, because I had Springers, I had 3 Springer Spaniels together. I had grandma, mum and baby. Because each time, well, Candy had a litter. Hugh, my first one, Now she, if ever there were one as near close as Rosie, it was Candy. But I had a litter of Candy, and I kept one, Lucy. And then I had a litter of Lucy, and I kept one, Lottie. I didn't have any of Lottie, and I really ought to have done. But the only reason I had pups with them was it calms them down. So if you've got a Springer Spaniel that's a bit loopy, especially a female, that's why they need a litter. You've got to have a litter of them. And then once they've had a litter, you can have them. And I had all three of mine stayed together. And I wish I'd got the photographer. I know I haven't. I have a photo. Well, I used to have a photograph. All three laid on the sofa with the big lampshade things on their head because they were all done the same day. Well, they did look so comical. Oh dear, they were lovely though. I know it would, Laura, but it's Scotty. It's Scotty. He don't want me trouble. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've got next door's coming in. I'm borrowing next door's dog, but she's a Staffy pit bull, and she's lovely. But she's really giddy, fussy, jumpy, up and down, and a little bit overwhelming at times. But I don't mind her coming round because she's good. She's not nasty or anything like that, and she just loves to run around our garden because it's bigger than her own, much bigger than her own. It's got bloody limestone chippings off. The biggest part of their lawn, they've had limestone chippings put down, and it does hurt the feet. I mean, it's like, I think it was Tracy said, like you're walking on a pebble beach barefoot. It's not nice. But it's even quite expensive now to rescue dogs. I don't know about over in America, but I've been looking on a lot at rescue sites. They have to vet you. They come and check your home, which is fine. I mean, I don't mind. Don't get me wrong. But they can come and do all that. I mean, we've got a lovely big garden. They can see that. We can't have a biggish dog because we are neither fit enough to take it walks, long walks. Whereas if we've got a little teeny weeny teacup dog, they don't need to because there's a big garden there that'll be like a pasture to a little dog. And so that's really what I want. But I know else I know because it's either a burden. It's always a burden, and it's not a burden. It's not a burden. And if he just brings dog food in, I'll feed it. You know, that's all it's about. And bath it, because if it's a teeny weeny one, I can bath it, and it's probably safer that I bath it. But he says, you know, we're stuck then. We can't do anything, and we're never stuck with Rosie. We went where we wanted. Yeah, it's a Yorkie I'm looking at actually. I'm thinking about Laura. A toy. Actually, wouldn't have minded either. The Pomeranians are all right, but they do need daily brushing, daily big brushing, because they've got yeah, pocket. Yeah, we call them teacup dogs here, pups. But they're sitting in a teacup. But that's what I would love. I mean, just to sit here and have on my knee and I could just be cuddling it all the time. I would. I've got so much love in me, and it's wasted because I haven't got anyone to, you know. But I will. I mean, I don't know. I will or won't. He don't want me to have another one. Says we're too old. Which, again, you know, I mean, you can make provisions now. I found, I saw an advert actually on TV, that RSPCA, where you can sort of ask if anything happened to us, they would take the dog and rehome it for you, and you know, make sure it will loved, what have you. So, and I think that's a brilliant idea. So that's what I've got in mind. But then he said we can't just go out shopping, and you can't just do this. The thing is, we couldn't just go out shopping and leave it on its own in house. Rosie were fine. I mean, she was used to it. And she was good like that, Rosie. She'd just get on the sofa or go under the table and lay down. And when we got back, first thing I do when I walk in the door is her on my knee, cuddles, kisses. And then I said, Rosie, I've got to go for wee-wees. And she follows me into the bathroom and sits between my feet while I'm having a wee-wee. This is what, you know, and I miss that when I come in. I come in, I put my stuff down, then I'm off to the toilet, but I'm not getting my cuddle in between, and I'm not getting a cuddle in the bathroom either. So, yes, bit. Bless you, Laura. Yeah. Well, I've had a windfall. A nice windfall, by the way. Oh dear. Last year, I got a letter from my work pension people. Now, I wasn't working there for very long. 3 years, I think, maybe 4. 3. I'm sure it were only 3 years. But I decided I'd join. I've been here 6 months. I joined pension scheme, and I'm glad I did, really. But when it come to retiring, what a job we had to do to try and get this money back. But anyway, we did it. And I was getting like £24 a month. What can you do with that? You know, I mean, they won't mind me 6 for a fortnight, that, you know what I mean? That sort of thing. But anyway, that's what it was. And I got a letter last year, and it said that I could opt in or opt out. If I didn't reply to them, they would just send me the whole amount by Christmas. But this was in June, I think, June last year. So I decided to opt out and I get me lump sum instead of having, because I said to Harry, £24 a month, that's going to go on and on and on. I'd probably be long gone while that's still in there, still left over. So I said, for what we do with that a month, you know, we might as well have the lump sum. So we decided on getting lump sum, and we bought the caravan with it. We used that and thought, right, we've got his holidays taken care of, mostly. But when the money came, well, when the check came, I'd been taxed on it, right? And I thought, well, I don't believe that. The miserable devils, they took some taxman always has to have his nibble, doesn't he? So I thought, oh, well, whatever, you can't win, you can't beat them, so I left it at that, never thought any more about it. And then last week, I got a letter from Inland Revenue saying that I had a refund due. Now, and now there's been people have been getting emails. I have had an email saying that I had a tax refund due. They don't send emails out. It's all hoax. If anybody says it's on Facebook or send you an email saying they've got a refund, tax refund, ignore it. They don't ever do that. I got a letter in a proper brown, envelope, and it's a P8. It's a P800 left a piece of paper, wherever. Anyway, I got to go online to get this refund sorted. So I got to make myself an account for Inland Revenue. I thought, why? You know, I mean, I'll never use it again. Anyway, I went onto it and followed all the instructions. It's one of them, do this, do that, blah, 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 blah. And I were on there ages. Oh, and no going right. I was doing exactly what it said, and this weren't right, that weren't right, other weren't right. Can you do this? Can you do that? I thought, oh, and I bet I were an hour messing online. Till in the end, I was nearly tearing my hair out. So, bugger it, oh, let them keep the bloody money. Because, as you know, with everything else that's been going up around me, this was just like last straw, if you like. Anyway, I put it down. Harry says, "Oh, you've got to keep going." And I said, "No, I'm not doing it." I said, I've been doing it, and it's telling me I'm not doing it right, or something's missing, and I've given it all that they need, all what it's asking for, and it's something else they want, and I haven't got it, and it's not on letter or. So I put it away, and I carried on, and I calmed down. I thought, oh, just something else. I did. I got on with something else, and then after I calmed down a little bit, I decided to have another look at letter. There wasn't a phone number on the letter as I was reading it. So I thought, now what do I do? So I'm looking at letter, and I turned it over. And, you know, it's all like really faint print. Why do they do that? It's all in light blue, faint. You can hardly read it. Small print. And there was, hi, Keith. No, don't want my teeth falling out. They've already gone, love. Anyway, I found this phone number and I rang it. Well, I got this young lady on answered. And I started going off in a tangent about I tried to do it online and this and other and blah, 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 blah. She says, "Mrs. Chambers, would you like me to send you a check?" I said, "Yes, please." She just took wind out my sail altogether. So that were it. Job done. So we've had that come. And we put that in the bank today. So yes, so that was a nice little Bexa change for Inland Revenue to do something nice, wasn't it? Mind you, I mean, it was only what they did wrong last year that they did it right, made it right this year. But, oh, and it's so hot. So it's closed me. This is why it's a little bit darker in here. It's closed me front curtains because sun belts through there. I've got my little fan on here. It's got my other fan down here blowing at me. Just before I came on, I went on the nebulizer to make sure I was breathing on. Yeah, it's not. That's not the problem, Caroline. It's his lordship's the problem. He's, you know, oh, it's too much for me, Tracy. I mean, I used to love warm weather, but Harry came in tonight. I've been sat out in the garden with him in shade, and I had to come in. It was too hot outside, and he come in, and I said, "Oh, I'm melting." And he says, he had to look at it. He says it's 26 in here. I says, "Oh my God, there's no," and I've got fans on, so I don't know what it would be like if, you know, if we hadn't got fans. I've had that one a couple of years, but big one. I got it last year, that one, and we were lucky, went all over and couldn't find any fans. They were sold out. Everywhere we went was sold out. And then I don't remember where we got it from, but I do know I didn't expect to find a fan. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, but he didn't see it that way, Laura. I've even thought I'll bribe him. I'll stop smoking if I can have a puppy. Hi, Becky. Welcome. Yeah, but yeah. He'll just say we should stop smoking anyway for your own health, not for a pup. But you know, they're not a lot of trouble, are they? Really? They're not, are they? You feed them, you take them straight out for the job is go potty on the garden. That's me. That's all I've ever done with my dogs. Feed them straight outside till they do something. Then you bring them in and puppy pads down. Oh, Caroline, it's awful. I mean, it's. I know people have lost animals before, and you know, I have many times, but it's never ever been this bad as it is this time. I mean, I think reason being for that were that we've got. I mean, closest I've ever been was when I lost Candy, but I'd still got Lucy and Lottie, and have we got Judy? No, I don't think we got Judy. Judy had gone. But we'd still got Lucy and Lottie, so it was like we'd still got two of the dogs. So that were a bit of compensation, although I did feel her loss because it happened very similar to the way that it happened with Rosa. You know, I took her in expecting to fetch her home and ended up not seeing her again. So that was that. And I don't know, but it's more than that with Rosie. I don't know. Rosie, I think I think we realised at a later date that Rosie was the runt of the litter. And as many of you all know, we bought her. We bought her while we were out in Spain. It was after Phoebe died. And I got this, you know, I've still got this like hole that needed filling. And we saw in one of the English newspapers about these Westie pups, and I said, can we go and have a look? And he were a bit, you want one then. So anyway, he took me and we went and had a look. Oh, adorable. They were only 3 weeks old when we saw them. Tiny little, but they just opened, they don't have their eyes open much longer than a few days. Oh, and they were adorable. And I said I wanted to reserve one. He says, I'll need a deposit. And I says, oh, can I not pay for it now? I've done. I don't want to worry about that money. I'll pay now for it. And, you know. He says, well, you can. He says, in fact, if you do that, you can have pick it later. So I said, well, I'll tell you now, I don't want a dog. I want a bitch. So I've never had a dog. We've only ever had a dog once, and that was the very first dog we ever got, and that was Rover. My dad brought him home from pub one night because this bloke was giving him away. He didn't like it or something, and he was a lovely Rover. But it's the only dog we've ever had. It's always been bitches. Because I find bitches a lot more faithful than dogs. Now, there'll be people that disagree with that, but that is my, the way I am. But going back to Rosie and her defects, bless her. Westie's ears are supposed to stand proud, but Rosie got a flaw. That was one thing. But her top jaw overshot her bottom jaw. So she got an overbite. And when she used to lay on me, on my chest in bed, and I used to look straight backwards, and I used to call her Goofy. Because of all the issues, she had a lot of health issues with the skin, all that time. Now, had a Spanish person bought her, she would have had a miserable life, because in Spain they don't treat their animals, dogs and cats, the way we do. Hey up, Bobby, welcome. Come in time for thingy. I hope you're not going to just blow everybody away with your knowledge tonight. I hope you'll enjoy this. What time are we at? 8:05. We'll give it, got 7 in. We'll give it till 4:15. And then we'll get busy with things. But yeah, so, you know, when I think about all the problems one way or another that Rosie's had with the health, she was lucky it was me that bought her, because she would have been, she'd have just been chained up somewhere and left outside somewhere. Me getting into trouble, I say. Oh dear. Well, I've got a fun. It's Who Played With Me, I think. Is that what I've got? Yeah. Oh, Who Played With Who? Now then. Who Played With Who? Tonight's quiz. And it's a fun one. It gets really funny towards the end. You'll think I've gone dip. So in a way, I was glad that we got Rosie and nobody else got her, because she wouldn't have had the same life that she's had. She would never have been loved like we've loved her when she were with so many bits and things going wrong. She'd have just been chained up and left outside, and I couldn't bear to think about that happening to her. Many times I thought to myself, I'm just so glad we found her when we did, because, you know, things could have been an awful lot worse for her. But yeah, I mean, I know Ariel said, well, it's even if you get another dog, it's not her. And I said, well, I know, but it's something to compensate me for, you know. But then I'd be very selfish by having another one, wouldn't I? Because it's the thing that has to do most of it. I'm sure I could manage to bath a tiny football. You know, I'm talking like teacup baby. You look Westies up, toy, not Westies, toy Yorkshire Terriers. A teacup pup, they are tiny. They never get very big. I think, I might be wrong in this, but I don't think they get any heavier than 9 ounces, something like that. Or 9 inches, not a normal West is only 9. Oh, I've got West in Yorkie. I think a normal York is only about 9 inches tall to shoulder. But these are much smaller. And I've seen one on, I've seen it on YouTube as well, but I've seen it on Facebook. There is a little girl one, and she's only 15 weeks old, and she is the cleverest little dog I have ever seen. You're going to have to look that one up. Look for miniature Yorkie videos on YouTube, and what, oh, she's amazing, this little tiny. I'm trying to think what they're called. I've got Poppy in my head for me. If I have another one, it's going to be Poppy. He knows one more, but he's not. He's not being one little bit helpful. I'm going to have to take it. I'm going to have to get a pair of boxing gloves and get some of that there. Now, let me see, what trouble have I been getting into? No, I've been a good girl this week. Hi, Rebecca. Welcome. Just in time for who from who? Laura. Oh. Who's got to do all that? I'll send Jane. Jane will sort him out. Either that or you come over and take your earrings off. A Whopper pup. He's not a doggy person, really. Not like I am. You know, and he'll say I'd be frightened to death of stepping on it, you know. Well, it would be, but I've let Claire have, my daughter, have Rosie's good blanket. I got her a lovely blanket. Oh, it was actually a year last Christmas I got her this blanket, but it's really nice and lovely soft quality, and she's never pulled on it or anything on that one. Well, I've got another one that I bought actually a year before, and it's a bit thread worn, but and a bit cold. Near but I should keep that for just for in bed. Take him to her. I'm never getting there. I'm never getting there, Laura. Ever. I don't drive anymore, so I can't even go on my own. My daughter wouldn't take me if he wasn't happy. They don't get on, don't get me wrong. She don't not very much anyway. But yeah, she wouldn't defy him for me. Who's Tobacco, Laura? Your finger's getting in a knot. Oh, I've been enjoying library today now then. Yeah, definitely, Laura. You got that one right, girlie. I've joined library. I've got to tell you this before we start quizzing in a minute, but I'll just tell you about this. I got myself a new Kindle Fire iPad, right? Because I wanted to get some audiobooks so that when I get into my diamond painting, I can listen to stories and, you know, I can merrily away to my diamond painting. So we'll be getting on with some, Laura, I promise. Oh, see, I'll let you off then. Anyway, I then had to buy an app, Audible app, and that's £7.99 a month. Because then I'm thinking, wait a minute, because it's on Amazon. If I get Amazon Prime, is that same as having Audible at £7.99 a month? But apparently, no, it isn't. It's Amazon that sell the app, but it's not. It's a different thing. So if I wanted Prime and Audible, it don't work like that. So, well, I thought, and I've got a month free trial on this Audible before I actually commit. And so I got a book, and it was £6 something. Now, I've never paid that for a book off Amazon in my life. I've got a Kindle. Besides my Fire, I've got a proper Kindle. Yeah, this is basically it, Bobby. Anyway, but I've got the ordinary Paperlight, and I have my books sent there. I go and buy. I might buy a box set. A box set might cost me £6 off, but there's at least 3 or 4 books, so I'm not paying a lot of money for my books. So anyway, I'm nearly to the end of this audio book that I bought from Amazon at £6 somewhere, and I'm getting ready for book number 2. So other night I went on, last night, no, it must have been either Friday or Saturday night, because I spoke to my sister-in-law about it yesterday. I went on to Amazon to order to buy this second installment, the second book. I went on to buy it, and it said £16 something for the book, for one book. I thought, on your bike, no chance. I'm not paying all that time. So, but apparently you get 1 credit a month for your £7.99. You get 1 credit a month. I know. I'm not paying £16. I won't pay for a paperback that kind of money. Let alone a Kindle or a audio book. Not when you're paying £7.99 a month to them anyway. But it don't matter what size book you get. If you get one, if you've got a credit, you use your credit, so you don't have to pay for the book. But you might want more than 1 book a month. You know, I read a lot. I do read a lot. And I used to read all the time, but since I found diamond painting and what have you, I don't read as much. But what I could do is I could use the audiobooks. This was the whole idea of getting audiobooks. So my sister-in-law were telling me they live up in Orkney, where we used to live up there near them, and library in Kirkwall is quite a modern library, believe it or not. I think a lot of stuff they've got up there, they're very much more advanced than what we are down here. I mean, ours is a brand new library. Well, almost brand new, but it's, anyway, it's so we've got different things now, and you get these. I beat today made myself a member. Right, this is an audio thingy. And that's it. And all you do is plug your headphones, wherever it is. Oh, there we go. Plug your headphones in end of there, and it plays on this. Don't need Kindle Fire or anything else. I can do it on my PC. Just put my headphones on. Use my phone headphones for this. It comes with headphones, by the way. And I looked at Guy thinking he was talking daft. I would never, ever want to use them. They also had them in their ears, you know. So, oh, I'm tired, snob. Hi, RBX Gamer. How you doing? Welcome. Yeah, so I bought a Kindle Fire for no reason. Anyway, it's fine. But I'm gonna cancel this $7.99 a month for Audible. I'm not paying that a month. It's ridiculous. It's too much. And then you have to pay for your books, whether you get a credit or not for one book. I would need more than one book in a month, and I ain't paying £16 a book. So it looks posh. I know. I've never seen it, but Pamela was telling me that she takes her device, she takes her device into the library with her, but they give you a PIN number, which I've got, and then she just goes on her iPad, finds a book, she goes into, she's got the same as me, only mine's more up to date. She got hers about 3 years ago, mine's more up to date, which they do, don't they, keep getting newer and newer. But she just puts her PIN number in there, and she can choose any book she wants, audiobook, and it's downloaded onto her iPad. Right. We can't do that for some reason. I have got to go in, physically choose one of these here and bring it home with me. So then I've got to physically take it back as well. Pam doesn't have to go into the library ever. She just gets hers on thing, but she doesn't pay $7.99 or wherever it is for audio on there. And I'm paying that from this Audible, so I'm cancelling that. Because even if I can only do it via this this contraption here, all I have to do is plug my earphones in, use my own earphones anyway, and I've got these ones, which are brilliant because they just take out, because they cover your whole ear. The only issue with them, they're a little bit sloppy on my head. Can't call me a big head because my headphones are too big for me. Oh dear. Hurry back, Caroline, we're going to start. So, I've got a fab quiz as well tonight. 31 questions. Yeah, that's Pandem. They live, because they live in Orkney, Kirkwall's on mainland, what they call mainland, and there are 4 barriers they have to cross to get to mainland Orkney. They're on South Ronaldsay, and the 4 barriers were built during World War II, and they were put in to stop German U-boats going through, because the Ark Royal was sunk in Scapa Flow, and you can see the wreck sometimes on low tide. No, it doesn't involve it. Who played with who? I'll give you a clue, shall I? It's about couples. No, scrap that. It's not about. Well, it isn't. It isn't. It's about professional duos. So in entertainment business, more or less, right? You got that. So it's duos. So let me think. I can't give you a clue because I've used them all. I've used them all in here. But I'll tell you, rack my brain, and then I went outside and I racked Harry and Paul's brains as well. Give you some more to think about. And we got a bit daft towards them, but you'll see that in a bit. But it's only for fun, so. Yeah, that's the one. You got it. Oh dear. So is our Caroline back? No. Let Caroline come back and then we'll set up. So I've been busy trying to sort my audibles out and ended up costing me, well, fortunately, first month were free. So I can just cancel it and I've not paid anything for that audible. But I've got to do it and I'm not really sure how to do that. I think I've got to go on to Amazon for that. And then I don't even mind doing it this way because where the library is for these, it's bang across the road from where we go into Home Bargains and Farm Foods, and that is literally across the road. So we could even leave the car in the car park for Farm Foods and just come across the main road and into the library, literally smack across the road. Oh, excuse me, I'm going to have a fight with somebody. Perhaps it's going to be Harry. Oh, she's back. Right. Here we go then. So I was going to say fingers on your buzzers, but you need fingers on your keys. So right, it's who played with who. So this is duos that have worked in television, film, whatever. Well-known couples like Bonnie and Clyde, say. You see. So who was with Bonnie, and you would say Clyde. So it's Bonnie and Clyde, right? I never thought about that one. That's not on here. So right. So who played with, or who was the duo with Gene Wilder? So who was his sidekick? Gene Wilder. And by the way, I've got this off the internet, so they are correct. Most of them. Yeah, Laura, well done. Richard Pryor it was. That's one to our Laura. Oh, thought my pen were going to be naughty then. Right, Bob Hope and who's down the show? Don't know where. Hi, subscribe daily G's. Welcome. Come and join in our fun quiz. And we want to know who played alongside Bob Hope in many, many films. Wow. I can't believe this. Yeah, Tracy, Bing Crosby. It sure was. That's Tracy. Crikey, I didn't think anybody was going to get that. You'll all get this one. Where is Jane? I don't know. She sometimes don't come on until a bit later, so I don't really know where she's stuck. Right, question number 3. Oh, this is so easy. So there's ant and yeah, yes, Tracy, you got it. It is true, ant and deck. That's Tracy again. Right, now this one's a little bit trickier. Uncle. Oh dear. Right. Chris Tucker and who played alongside Chris Tucker? I didn't know this myself, actually. Wow, Tracy. Oh, you are on the ball. It was indeed Jackie Chan. Well, I would never have known that. Look at Tracy running away with scores here. Number 5. Dean Martin and oh, Laura, this is going to be easy for you. Oh, Bob. Well, Bobby's done it. Well done. It was indeed Jerry Lewis. Oh, got Bobby. Right. This is a customer away. So, who played alongside Stan Laurel? I think you find you know quite a few of these. It's no, it's Bobby's got that right. Oliver Hart. It was Hugh Laurie. It was Stan Laurie and Oliver Hardy. So that's another one for Bobby. Right, number 7. Right. Who played alongside Jack Lemmon? Well, these two had a brain hurts. Oh, this one's got to be easy for you. Clue, The Odd Couple. Jack Lemmon and Walter. Well, I'll give you that, Rebecca. It's Walter Matthau, but yeah, you're right. And Bancroft. I bet he wishes. No, that one was Rebecca. That's Rebecca's, that one. Right. We're going back a bit again. Bud Abbott and who could that be? I'll give it you, Rebecca. Yeah, Lou Costello it is. Yeah, but you put Costello, and they actually were known as Abbott and Costello, weren't they? So that's that one was for Rebecca. Oh, right, now this one's this is an English one, but they were known worldwide. So Mike Winters and Mike Winters and come on, Tracy, Caroline. No. No. No, Mike Winters and I'm just trying to think. Not to. Oh, Tracy, you are going to kick yourself. You do know. You really do. Right. Shall we tell you that they've got one of them had a very large doggy called Schnobitz. Does that help? Like a big St. Bernard? Just get it your way. Yes, that's the one. You have Caroline, Mike and Bernie Winters. Tracy got that one. I didn't think that one would be that difficult, to be quite honest. I thought that was going to be an easy one. Right. Oh, this one is Eric Wise and wait a minute. Sorry, it's Ernie Wise, not Eric. Ernie. Let's give it Ernie Wise and sure is, girl. Well, tell us who we think it is. We are worrying about spelling Caroline. Oh, she's done it, Eric Morecambe, you're right. I didn't see it up there. That's right. That's our Cal. She's got one, so it is Eric Morecambe. Morecambe and Wise. So that's Cal. One. I don't know, put that trace right. But next one is Vic Reeves and has that, yeah. Who got it first, Tracy? Yeah, because you just done it once before. I thought, I don't believe that question. That's Tracy. Right then, oh, you've got to be quick. Fingers on the buttons for these. This one now is Ronnie Barker and some of these are so easy. Yeah, Tracy's got that one. Ronnie Corbett. Yeah, Tracy. Now then, this is a difficult one. I mean, we are talking, oh, it's so difficult. Sooty and yeah, Caroline, good girl. I got that. I thought I'd throw some Daftons in. Right, number 14. Dawn French. Oh, played alongside Dawn. Yeah, Caroline, there you go. You see, you're well on form now. Let's count. One, wow. Number 15. Sid Little and... I'll give you Caroline, because not everybody knows. Because they go as little and large. Yes, that's right. So, the one to count. Number 16, halfway. Peter Cook and... Ooh. Yeah, Tracy got that one. Vicious, not Sid Vicious. Tracy. Right, here we go. Number 17. This one might be a little bit. You've got to cast your mind back a little bit. Wilfred Bramble. It might not be that easy for the younger people, but Wilfred Bramble. Not a clue. Let me see. You know, you must know. That was the tune to the show. No, I'm not that good anymore, but just a little bit of a clue. No? Yeah, Tracy got it. Actually, it's Harry H. Corbett, but you're right. You're so right. That's Tracy then. Told you'd know. Right, number 18. Bobby Ball and... Ooh. And I've done this the other way around this time. June gave it away. Yeah, Tannen. You're right, Cal, it is. It's Tommy Tannen. And I'll be honest, I could not remember his name. And I thought, is it Tommy? Is it Tommy? And then I found anywhere, but I want to know otherwise. Count one. Right, number 19, Stephen Fry and ooh. That's right, Tracy, you got it. It's you that put that earlier as well. Ugh, I hate this one. I hate the first name anyway. Who played with Matt Lucas and oh, he's absolutely grotesque. Yeah. David Williams. Tracy got that one, yeah. I like David Williams. I think he's brilliant. But I just do not. Oh, it gives me creeps. It really does. That's Tracy. Oh, crikey. Mel Smith and ooh. Hi, Jane Marge. Welcome. Oh, you're halfway to. We've nearly finished quiz. Derek Thomas. No, it's actually Tracy's got that. It is Griff Reese Jones, and she's got the whole name. So, yeah, that's another one to Tracy. Right, number 22. Gareth Hale, and you are on ball, Tracy, definitely. Yeah, that's right. Who is that? Subscribe Daily G's. Norman Pace is correct. Well done. Do you have another name besides that long one? I'll tell you, I'll just put you down as G's. Gees. 1 point. It wouldn't matter. You could have said Pace, because I mean, it's like that's how they go by, isn't it? HeyTheBomb.com. I'm giving you a quiz. You're going to join in. G's means fellas, right? Does it now? Well, that's all I'm writing. I can't go off the room to write. Right, number 23 is what we're doing for those that have not seen beginning. I'm doing duos that have sort of been together on screen and stage and whatever. I'm giving you one name of the duo, and you need to tell me who their partner was in their duo. So we've got Bud Flanagan and who? This is another one I didn't know first name of, but so Bud Flanagan and his partner being who? Hi, Linda. Welcome. Glad you made it. No problem, sweetheart. I'm glad you've come. Something Alan it is, Tracy, and I'll give you that because I didn't know. His actual name was Chesney Alan. So there, you learned something new tonight. So that's another one to Tracy. Wow. So, right then. Bit of a quirky one here. Dr. Avand Hinge. Yeah, it is Caroline. It's Hilda. It's actually Dame Hilda Brackett. But yeah, so that's one to Cal. Wow, look at you two. Running ahead. Another easy one for you. We're looking at perhaps 70s-ish. Frank Sinatra and who? I think perhaps you're a bit too, yes, that's right, Cal. Bit too young for you, that a bit too far back for you, that one, Tracy. So that's another one to Cal. Right, this one's not one I would know. Neil Farrow, don't you just wait. Right. David Mitchell, and they just we've got some quirky ones coming up very shortly. Robert Webb, we'll put that. Yes, you've got that one right. G's. Call you G's for tonight. Right, Harry Enfield, and you can there'd be one of two. So you can either have one or the other of this because I'm saying you can. It's my game and I'm playing. Yeah. So it's Harry Enfield and who? And it can be one of two people. Yeah, yeah, it is Caroline. You got that again. Kathy Burke, do you know who the other one was? Anybody? No? The other one was Paul Whitehouse. And I actually was thinking, what do you call him? Harry Enfield and Kathy Burke. But it was Harry that said to me, well, actually, Paul Whitehouse were as well. And oh, yeah, you were. So I thought you can have either or with that one. Your brain shut down. Right. Here's an easy one for you. Fingers on the button. Ready. Superman and... Ooh. Think love interest. Lois Lane. Well done, Cal. That's another one to you. Yeah. Right. Robin and... I told you get doctor. Just need to type quick. Batman! Tracy. I'm sorry about this, peeps, but this is what you get for asking two men to help you. Andy Pandy and... oh, try refreshing, Jane Marge. It might come on all right. I wonder why. Looby-doo! Yes, just one for G's. And last but not least, Popeye and... I said, this is what you get for asking men to help. Yeah, olive oil. That's Tracy. So, well, that was a bit novel. Let me see. Let's go from start to here. Laura got one. What happened, Laura? Tracy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Tracy got 14. How? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How got 8? Bobby. Two. That's all you got, Bobby. I'm sure you got more than that. And I don't know whether I counted that one. Let me just see. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sorry, Caroline, you got 9, not 8. I thought I'd missed one there. And then Rebecca got 2. Bobby got 2. Rebecca got 2. I think. Yeah. And then 1, 2, 3. And that was subscription. I forgot what you call your channel now. Subscription Daily G's. She got 3, I think. You get that right? 1, 2. Yeah. So G's got 3. So That was it, done. Like I say, it was just for a bit of fun. And as I say, it got daft at end because I asked them what to help me, didn't I? Bloody Sooty and Sweep and Batman. Hey dear. It was good fun though, weren't it? I just thought it were a bit different. I think of something totally different for next week. Oh. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Subscribe Daily. Please. You tell me your name, I'll know you better. Seems an awful lot to say, right, mouthful. So, uh, future projects. What am I going to be doing? Well, I did start actually my. Oh, Gareth, that's better. No, it's not. It's a nice name. What were I saying now? Oh yeah, my next project's moving forward. I've got me. I have actually started my huge Chinese dragons, and I started it before we went on holiday. Just takes you a minute. There we go. Yeah, I started before we went on holiday, and there's actually more involved in it than I realised. I'm really enjoying it. It's a big one, so I'll probably get some more work done on that, but I'm going to have to swap around a little bit because I think it's going to be too tedious if I try to stick just with that one. You know what I mean? I know it's only partial, and it's only partly diamantis rhinestones. There's a lot of normal drills on it as well, but it's looking lovely. And I tell you, I've put quite a bit of time in on it, and I've only got like the back leg. Excuse me. The back leg and a claw done, and then so far on its back. But then, I mean, it comes right round. And then the other one comes other way, and there's a big globe in the middle. So yeah, I'm enjoying that one. I can't wait to see it done. It's going to be a bit of an don't know how I'm going to frame it. I did say we had a new TV, as you know, huge big new TV, and I have actually saved the box, taking up an awful lot of room in my craft room, might add, but I think that's going to be the way I'm going to have to go for covering it, because I'd never get a frame that big. It should cost me a fortune to get a frame that big. So yeah, got to be a little bit I like to mix them as well. If I'm doing a big one, I like to do a little one in between every now and again, just to break the monotony. Not that it is monotonous, because I don't think it is. I do normally find it very relaxing, but what with everything that's gone past in the last month or so, my mojo's gone a little bit, that's all. And I did do and show a masquerade mask that I did last time. I'm going to try and do another one of those. I want to do another one of those, and I also want to do a dream catcher. I did a dream catcher for Jane, our lovely Jane, and I used the embroidery hoop for that. but I didn't use the whole thing. Because I thought, well, it's pointless really. It's going to be wrapped. Nobody's going to see it. So I took the middle hoop out and I just used the outer one. So then the other one I can use again and do another one with that. So, you know, when you're doing anything like that that's going to be completely covered, you know, it's wasteful to use the whole thing when you could have two instead of one, if you know what I mean. So I've got to find, go in there and find it. But I want to find the middle hoop I took out, ready for redoing another dream catcher. I want to do a couple of dream catchers actually. Oh, you're going, Cal? Thanks for being here. I'll see you next week on yours. Bye for now. Good night. And so then the forward planned really for crafting. I've got what I think it's my Ever Moment one, and it's Wolf Girl. It's a girl and a wolf. I know what you mean, Tracy. I just feel like I took a really bad blow. But I will. I'll get back into. I'll get, you know, motivated again. I know I will. I soon get fed up. I do get bored very easily. So, you know, and then I'm going to have to start and jig myself up and do something. But I got this Ever Moment one some time ago. And if you remember, some of you will know, I dropped the, you know, the sheet that they give you with it, with the itinerary on it. I dropped it on the actual glue bit. And like a pudding, I cut it off because I didn't know how I was going to get this here off. Instead of waiting, I just chopped it off. So then I've got no glue on that bit. I thought, well, I can always use some, you know, my craft glue, clear craft glue. But while I were away in Wales, some of you have seen it, I managed to get a huge roll of broad double-sided tape. And I thought that will go nicely across that corner because it's like in a straight line where I cut it off. So that will cover that up nicely. I'm sure it will. So I'm all right with that. So I might give that a start. I might get that kitted up and get that started because I'm really looking forward to doing that one. Although I've got quite a few that I'm really looking forward to doing, but you can't do them all at once, can you? Hello, my darling Julie. Nice to see you. Oh, I've got all fans on me here. Harry's had to shut sun out the house because it was too warm. Dearie me. It's all very nice having hot weather, but you know, if you're not very good at breathing, it takes your breathing, it makes it hard work, doesn't it? But I'm surviving. Just, well, been sat out in the garden a little bit this afternoon. After we've been to town and library. So, but yeah, I'm glad I got that sorted out with this audio thing because I said to Harry, I said, it's a lot, you know, if you're having to pay $7.99 a month, just use your own device for audio. It seems a bit much, that. So, no, it don't work like that for me. I'm not paying on. And now I find I can get these. The only thing is, if they are prepared to get the books that I want, because like I've just said earlier, this one that I've got on audio at the moment, I've nearly finished it. And I'm ready for book 2, but I'm not paying £16 for it. And neither am I going to be paying $7.99 a month to hear books that I'm paying a fortune for, so it doesn't work like that for me. So, you know, I'll work around it that way. And if I can't get next book onto it, then so be it. I might get it on my Kindle and read it proper. And when I go to bed, like usually, I usually read in bed, and very often if I'm sat outside, I'll read. So I do read quite a lot. But I haven't been doing, I mean, night before last, I was in bed before 11 o'clock. I just felt yuck. And my eyes were just closed, and I was just so tired. I was exhausted. It weren't just tired. I was exhausted. It was, Julie, it was good fun. You missed a good one tonight. It was about like comedy duos. Morecambe and Wise. I gave you one name, you had to give me other name. And then it got a little bit dark, like Sooty and Sweet. And we got even darker with Batman and Robin at end, because I asked Gordon, Harry, that's his brother Gordon. I asked Harry and Paul to help. And we got Andy Pandy and Looby Loo, Batman and Robin, Popeye and Olive. What can you do when you've got guys around? You just can't ask them for anything serious, can you? But it was good fun. I get my thinking cap on and try and start gathering me information a bit earlier, because nobody asking these lots. They did pay. They are, did they? But it was good, and it was Bill and Ben, you see, I didn't have that one. I didn't have Bill and Ben. We had Laurel and Hardy and two Ronnies, Little and Large, all them sort of. I didn't bother with brothers like Chuckle Brothers, because, you know, same name, you're going to get it, aren't you? So, but it'll be on a similar sort of, it won't necessarily be couples like that, but it'll be on a similar stamp next week. I like to keep it a little bit non-serious. You know, you're not going for $65 million question. I just haven't got quite enough in bank for that one yet. I'm saving up. But yeah. I don't know where Janie is tonight, although yesterday she was at her granddaughter's, I think it was granddaughter's christening. I know she was a christening anyway yesterday. And she looked lovely. Put photos up on Facebook. She got this gorgeous dress on. Just showing off. That's all she does, shows off. And I'll tell her when I see her. Oh dear. You gotta love her. She's amazing, that lady. She is. She doesn't drink. I don't drink, really. She can't. Sorry, corner. But between us, all right. Oh, not worry about it, Julia. No, I'll try and make it a bit later next week. Don't start too soon. But between us, we sold 2 bottles of wine between us, just 2 of us. 2 bottles of wine and a load of Baileys. We don't neither of us drink. And yet, neither of us we weren't drunk. I was just tired. Martin took her home. And I think she just fell in. Hiya, Janet. Welcome. I think she just probably fell into bed, same as I did. I just fell into bed and that was it. Good night. Yeah, it was, and it was lovely because we were laughing. We were laughing. It's a good job it weren't late, else we'd have had complaints because we were just laughing that much. But she's fabulous company. I bet she has a real ball out there in Australia. I do. I wish I'd be a fly on wall watching. She's going to love that. Oh, not bad, thank you, Janet. Been a bit, been a bit low these last few days again, but you know, just got to march on, haven't you? I have. But you know, I mean, life goes on, doesn't it? But I don't feel that bright and cheerful. I sure don't. But, what we've been doing? I told you all, been to the library, been to town. We went. Harry wanted something to eat, so we went to a cafe where we often call in. And I didn't want anything to eat, so he just had a big plate of chips, sausage, chips, and beans is all he asked for. Huge plate. I don't know how he manages to put it all away because there's always loads. Oh, they didn't give him any bread. He's upset. It was cheap. All I had were a cappuccino. Oh, well, it's been lovely having you, Becky. Thanks for joining us. Don't work too hard, it's too hot. I don't know. Oh, you're having a break. What do you mean a break just for this evening, or you're not doing any for a while? Because I think you were getting a bit. I think you were getting a little bit too much, weren't you? You went back into doing some of them lovely embellishments that I saw on Facebook. They were really nice. I think you said you got inspired from Tazikins. She does some really nice stuff. It's hard on your eyes, is it, darling? Well, I know it can be, and I don't normally have any problems because these are varifocals. I can't do bifocals, so I have these. But just some days I don't feel like I've got, these on. I feel like I've just got normal vision glasses, and I'm thinking I ought to have some, So I'm on with whether it's me or whether I should start having two pairs, like sunglasses, vision, distance glasses, and then reading glasses. I used to do that, but I find when I was working, I found it much easier by having these varifocals, but they're expensive, and I don't pay the top. Now, to me, they're either oh dear, oh, why I'm sorry about that because it's such a lovely, relaxing thing to do. But it's all I tell you what. Oh, what might help? It might. I don't know whether if you've ever done cross stitch or anything, if you've got a big lamp that's actually got the magnifying thing, would you be able to? Yeah, would you not be? Would you not be able to see better through a microscope, magnifying lamp? Would that not help to see a bit better? I don't know whether it should get on my nerves because I've got one that I've got for cross stitch that I never do. But Yeah, yeah, I don't know. You see, it annoys me. I can't see without it, but it annoys me when I'm trying to do my cross stitch through. And I think that's what put me off a little bit with cross stitch. I can't see to do it anyway. I'm shocking because counting. Oh, when you're having to count things all the time, no, God, I can't be doing with that. Have you got a light pad underneath, Janet? Do you have a light? You have, haven't you? I think you said you got a light pad. Yeah, oh, because it's a lovely pastime with you know. I can't think what else to suggest, really. Unless have you tried a multi-place and doing more at once? And again, you've got to have block colours, haven't you, to do that? Yes, I do. I know exactly what you mean, Janet. You do have to get on, but sometimes it's very off-putting, isn't it? You know, these things are sent to try us all. Yeah. Um, yeah, I can't think of anything else that you could use, really, to make it any easier if you're not. Yeah, it must be awful, that. Yeah, well, maybe a little bit often rather than trying to do a big lump, perhaps. So maybe that would work. I mean, me, once I get started on the diamond painting, I don't want to come away. Excuse me, I don't want to put everything away. I want to carry on. But obviously, you can't always do that. Yeah, once I get in, I'm away. I'm away with fairies once I get going. But although I did make, I'm saying I made a mistake. I didn't really. I don't suppose, but I got a very small diamond painting of a butterfly, and I didn't like some of the drills that they sent, so I changed them over for some rhinestone ones rather than just the acrylic drills. And it's actually thrown me a little bit, but it's coming out nicely now. But it put me off for a while. And I hadn't done any. I didn't finish it before I went away. Weren't allowed to take it away with me. Sir spoke. Not taking diamond painting and all. So I didn't. And it's still not finished, although I did do quite a considerable amount overnight. I haven't finished it yet, but it won't be long before it is finished. It's very close. And then I'm going to have to get busy on my big one. Because as I say, I've started it, my big Chinese dragon one. In fact, I meant asking Lynn Noakes if she's done hers yet. I wonder what that will look like. Because I went with the black and gold, and she went with the black and red, and I bet that is stunning when it's done. Really, she's into black and red. And oh, you going, Tracy? Well, thanks for coming, Charlie. Yeah, chickens. I'll speak to you again soon next week. Take care. Night night. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. All right then. What time will it be ready? I'm coming. All right. Anyway, you take care, and thanks for your words earlier. It did help. I'll speak to you later. Bye bye. Bye, Laura. So, yeah, I mean, you just got to, I suppose you have to just soldier on, you know, but Sometimes you just don't feel like it here. And it can be a little bit soul destroying when you really love doing something, but then something out of your control stops you. Yeah, hugs to you, Laura. Bye. She's lovely, Laura. She gave me good talking to earlier. Bless her. So, yeah. But otherwise, I've not done anything in the craft room since I did the mask. I'm going to do another one. I want to do a couple of dream catchers. And then, oh, Jane, Julie, I got some fabulous fabric when I was down in Wales. It's white, but it's like a strong cotton mesh thing. Oh, is he? Oh, I'd like to see that one. It's a picture of it, Janet. They're ever so easy to do, really. It just takes a little bit of thought how you want to design it, really. That's basically all. I've got some, I've got a jug, and I bought this lovely plate. Looking at my palm, is that rose in my hand? No idea. No, ow, ooh, oh my goodness. It's a lump, that is a lump, and it's painful. I've only just seen that. When it's fairly hard as well. Ow! I don't know what I've done it on. I got this plate, and it's sort of like a dish shape, but only shallow. And it's got like little heart holes or whatever all around edges. And I've got visions of having a pipe go up into a jug and having the jug tilted, so it's filling into the plate, and the water will then, it would fountain down through these holes that's all the way around. Absolutely love it. I haven't done anything with it yet, but I've got to get a certain somebody to drill some holes in my pottery, and that is no easy task. I don't mean getting him to do it, I mean actually physically doing it is a bit of hard work. Because I had Harry and their Gordon, both of them, trying to do these two little jugs. That's all they made. Thought two harmless little jugs. Want a little hole in there, little hole in there. Oh, it took them hours for drilling. Right job they had doing it. So that was the ones that I've got that I did on that video. But I want to do another one. I'm going to do a bigger one. I've got the big base for it, and I got my big base from Wilkinson's, and it's like a big plastic pot tray. You know, you get these big garden pots, and you have to put them on a tray, for water and what have you. One of them, I think it was about £3 or £3.50. Really nice size. I thought that would make a cronker. That's going to make a really nice one. So that's what I've got to put my mind to. And I'm going to make that one the fountain one because it's just lovely. Absolutely love it. And when it's got that jug and tray thingy on top, it's just cascading down. I just can't wait to see that done. Just got to get the holes drilled now and I have to look for a volunteer. Bless him. Yeah. It's just too hot for everyone. I mean, Harry does not do shorts. He's been sat outside in shorts today. Didn't have a choice. It was just too hot. I know. Well, as I say, if he just takes his time, I'm sure he'll enjoy it, because once it's done and you've got that to me, that music, it's that water trickling is like music. It's just so relaxing. So when he's done it and he's sitting by it and it's twinkling, he'll be able to relax, and he can look at it and think, I made that, you know, and it's something he can be proud of. So yeah, I am glad. I'd like to see it. Whereabouts are you, Janet? What's it like to feel some chilly? I can't do some chilly. It's bloody red out here. My two fans blowing me at the minute. Oh, Swansea. Oh, you did tell me, didn't you? Of course you did, because it's Wales. It's all right. I think I'm going a bit loopy. But yeah, it's it is it, because the thing is, there's not a lot involved. If he's struggling with anything like making holes, drilling holes in things, if there's nobody else to ask to do it, then tell him to get some just plastic ones. And if you've got one of those, they're like, not a welding thingy that's hot, gets hot. You can poke holes in one of them for the, for your water to go through top to take your pipe up and over. Oh, I'm going to be fighting somebody later, I think. I am indeed from Yorkshire. We actually live in Nottinghamshire now, but yes, I am a Yorkshire lass, born and bred. I was born in Sheffield a long time ago. And Harry was born in Nottinghamshire, because he lives in Nottinghamshire. Well, he lives in, of course he is. Oh, you're from Leeds, right? Were you born in Leeds, and you're a Yorkshire lad then? What way you are, Janet? 25 degrees at night. Oh, Brighton, were you really? Oh, I've never been to Brighton. Oh, you moved to Leeds for uni. My brother went to Bradford for university. A pity he didn't learn any manners while he was there, but we were too busy wanting to earn a lot of money. Or not necessarily earning it, just getting paid it. Anyway, yeah, my late brother now, I found out 3 weeks after he'd gone that he'd died. Bit late then, isn't it? Yeah. Too many bloody Muslims anywhere in UK, I'll tell you. Far too many. And getting away with murder, literally. I think something's going to have to break somewhere along the line with this lot, to be fair. I'm not racist. I mean, I've got friends, well, acquaintances that have, met on holiday, and they've been lovely people. But they're just, they came here as refugees because their country were having problems, but the problems are gone. What's stopping them going back to their own homes, of their own people, and helping each other? That they don't, because they're getting everything for free here, but we can't. We can't get anything for free. Their men are going around raping small children. And if an Englishman did it, he'd be locked up for God knows how long. But they said, well, no, it's part of the religion, or it's their culture. That don't make it right. So I shouldn't get on my bandwagon, because I really could. When we get on that subject, I really could. In a way, we're not bad here in where we are. It's bad enough, but we do have a lot of Polish, and they don't like the Muslims either. And so, you know, there could be a clash there. But otherwise, yeah, it's all right where we live. We've got canal that runs along bang with these narrow boats that go up and down. And there's one particular one that actually takes people for little trips up and down canal. They take them to the marina, turn around and come back, you know. But you're doing a lot of work. Actually, where we, on our road here, behind us, at the bottom of our garden, was this huge field. Nobody used it for anything. It was just not wasteland, it was farmland, but he just never did anything with it. And then a couple of years ago, we heard they were going to build on it. And nothing ever, well, they got plans drawn up, had a meeting in Village Hall, and we all went up and had a look at plans. And where they got it was only so many of the houses on our side of the street that got a letter to go and have a look, because it involved the end of our garden. So we went and had a look, and where our house was, opposite that, it was a cul-de-sac. So there were a bungalow there and a bungalow there, but nothing directly in front of us. So we said, well, that's not bad for us. We don't mind. We've not got big houses roping in, or other gardens or anything like that. So that were okay, fine. But then something happened, and it were all stopped. We don't know why particularly, but it were all stopped. And so they went, farmer came and he ploughed it all up to stop people going over it with the dogs using it. It used to always be used for dogs walking, you know, up and down. And then when we came back off holiday over a fortnight ago, only to discover that they've cleared half at field, and it happens to be that half at back of us. Not at bottom end, just our end. And then we heard that there would be somebody in Village Hall, I don't know, Wednesday, Thursday afternoon, but we went and had a look. And it were parish councillors, all close to 90, I think, all of them. And they were saying they thought this and they thought that, and they're still doing it. But we haven't thought very well then, if that's what you're thinking, you know. But we had a look at the plans, and yet again, it would appear that we're getting bungalows behind us, and it looks as if again they're going to be missing us. It's going to be a road, sort of cul-de-sac, end of cul-de-sac where it comes on back roads. So again, we're not too worried about that. But what we have said is we could do with the road. Sainsbury's is just over Baccaros, but we have to come out of the village, down round a great big roundabout, and across busy another great big roundabout, main dual carriageway, to get to Sainsbury's. But in actual fact, if you walk, you can walk down our street, just at the bottom, and follow it around onto a piece of spare land, walk across that, it's a bit of a wooded area, walk across that, and it brings you out at back of Sainsbury's. and there's a road being made right up to edge of woodland, and it's just stopped. It's not curbed off. Or, oh, excuse me, I've got itchy nose. It's driving me nuts. It's just stopped. As I said, there's no curb. They've not made it into, you know, a turning or anything. It's just been stopped, and this needs opening up to the road. And then anybody that wanted to go from our village through could go straight through that way. It'd save a lot of traffic on Main Road, and it would help us a lot with this, all this extra that's going to be coming from these houses back of us. How many houses? It's 400. It's going to be 400 houses behind us. And we've got one road in and one road out of the village. Yeah, post is going to be run off his feet. He'll have to start 4 hours earlier. So we just have to wait and see. But like I said, we didn't know anything about it until we got back and it started. And he went, oh, crikey, they've already set off. But we'd never heard about it for ages. Yeah. Oh, Jules, hurry up. I'm timing you. So, you know, so this is this is the sort of thing that they get up to while you turn your back on holiday. You come back and you've had your back garden. It's actually going to be better for us, in as much that you know, we've not got that horrible mess at back of us. But at the same time, we don't know. They are all going to be private. So fortunately, there's no housing association or council properties, because we've got council properties. We're up at nice end at village, down at bottom end at village. There's a lot of council houses, and it's where they put the ruffians. And I'm not being mean when I say that. I mean for sure. That's just how it is. I mean, they come up, throw stones at your windows, broke my door, broke pane in the double glazed door at front, and smashed that roll in it. It was only a small over it, cracked out like in a cobweb. So it only broke the outer pane. So Harry went and he turned it round so that the brake was on the inside, not the outside, so that nobody got hurt if they come to the front door. So, but you never get to find out exactly who's done it. It's not. So you can't get any compensation for it. You just got to. If you want a new door, you've got to buy it yourself, because they're not going to, you know. So this is what you find. But you see, this end of estate, it's not an estate. It's just a very small village. And I always keep calling it estate, and it's not. But at this end of village, they're quite nice people. A lot of them are quite old. Our next door neighbours, they're older than us. And then they sort of like got grown-up kids, apart from one young couple there. You know, that, and they're related, you know, so we've got an elderly couple across, you know, and they're all more or less our age, or if they're not quite as old as us, they've got grown-up kids with no small kids running around, except next door neighbours' son just bought a house 3 doors down. They've got a couple of kids that she's always having up here. And they've got a daughter that lives top end at village, and she's got 3, and she's always coming around with kids. So 6 weeks holidays is going to be lovely. The trouble is when they are all up at next doors in garden, we can't sit out in the garden because it's not very relaxing. Because Carol's always screaming at kids. Why she has them up there? She's always screaming at them. Sure up, get down and behave yourself. Come in, go out. So that's so really, I suppose whatever we can grab before they all start coming, because Carol comes down and does a bit of cleaning for us. Well, next week she's going to look after her brother-in-law's dogs, but she's told the grandkids that she's going to Skegness because that's where brother-in-law lives. But him and his wife are part of company, and she's back at work. So she's telling kids that she's going to Skeggy, but she's going to be in workshop, which she's going over that end, so that she can stay there for a week, look after the dogs, come here and, do a job here, because she comes in on a Monday and a Wednesday. Monday every week and Wednesday every other. It's a bit of pocket money for her, and it just helps us out quite a bit. So I can't do any vacuuming. I wish I could, but I can't. I've tried. I mean, after about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, that's me done. I can't walk about. 10 steps to the loo, 10 steps back, and I'm finished. I plonk down and get me inhalers, my nebulizer, whatever. I did actually go on my nebulizer before tonight's live chat, and it's made me feel all right. Because when you're talking a lot, you tend to get out of breath, obviously. But because I've been on my nebulizer before I come on, I've been okay, and I'm pretty reasonable because I've got these on as well, my fans. And I was having to manage without a fan. My fan club, I've got my whole fan club on Terra. He's black, looks like an Italian. Don't look English at all. He could be took as an Italian. He could when he was younger. He got long black hair. Just looked like an Italian guy. But he just turns straight away brown. Didn't have to sit out long. But he can lay out in the sun. And I can't do that. I used to, but I can't now. I can't bear it. I'll sit in shade. I've got a nice garden chair, and I'll sit in shade. And now I've got that. Now I've got this audio thing sorted out with my phone, what have you. I can sit out there and listen to my books and just doze in garden. Or I might even do a bit of colouring. I don't do any diamond painting out there because I am the world's worst for spilling them. And if I spilled them on alone, that would be it, wouldn't it? There wouldn't be any. Plus, next door's lets his dog run around on our garden. With our permission, of course. And she's a bit like, she's so giddy. She's a Stafford pit bull, but she's lovely. But she's so, she's everywhere at once. She comes bounding up to you and you get big licks round your face, big kisses. But she growled at me one day last week. And I says to Paul, she growled at me. He says, oh, she will. And I thought, well, if it were my dog, she wouldn't. I wouldn't allow that. I said she growls at Carol when she's trying to. I thought I wouldn't allow that either. You don't have a dog and have it growling at you. That's not on. Especially one as powerful as a pit bull. But she is good with kids. They can do all sorts with her and she doesn't hurt them. I don't like this hot weather, Janet. I hate it. I mean, I'd sooner have the warm weather than the cold winter. But when you've got COPD and other things, it's either or. No, Harry does. He just lays out in it, Julie. I go out in garden, but I lay in shade. I can't lay in sun. But, you know, I'd sooner have the warm weather than the cold weather. But either way, it hits anybody with COPD. You've got to be careful you don't get pneumonia in winter. And, and again, breathing in this heat is not easy. So, or you can't do much, you know. I do now and again do little bits outside, what I can. But usually I'm reading. I don't know what else I can do out there. I've got some colouring books. I suppose I could sit and colour. But it's awkward when you're on a garden chair, you know. And you've got all your stuff. And you've got a big table beside me and that, but it's not same as being, you know, comfy in a chair and doing it in the house. But it's just too stifling in the house sometimes. Really does get hot in here. But we've got sun on from window nearly all the time. It's nearly constant. And it gets so warm in here. Even 26 earlier, I was sort of, when it shouldn't be. But I don't know. But you just get on with it, don't you? You just got to put up with it. Everybody's got the same sort of problems one way or another. I mean, if it doesn't affect them, it might affect someone else in the family. Do you know what I mean? It can be awful. So anyway, I bored you all, you know. I don't know, Julia, I don't win it. There's spiders in there. There's loads of spiders in your box ready. Well, that's what I thought might have happened, Janet, last week. I went to the doctors. Well, I rang them up. You see, now you can't just ring up and get an appointment to doctors anymore. Hours you can't. You ring them up and then you tell them what's wrong, receptionist, and then she'll tell a doctor and doctor will ring you back if you're lucky. And then they'll just say, I've sent your prescription to the chemist. We'll fetch it. That's it. But last week, I actually got an appointment to go and see the nursing practitioner. And I explained all the problems that I was having and the fact that I was getting worse, having these, for the want of a better term, asthma attack. It's not an asthma attack, but it's like that. Similar. That you can't get any air in at all. And I was struggling. And several times have been when Harry's not been close by. It doesn't leave me very far, not very far. But I can't shout because of no air, oxygen in the lungs. And he don't know. I mean, he might be in the bathroom, he might be in back porch there, might be even just hanging watching out. But if he's not close by, I can't let him know. And it's frightening, I'll be honest. It really is frightening. So she says, right, she listened to my chest and how they do your back. And then she said, I'm going to give you a drug. My mouth was dry, I am sorry. And she says, these donkey tablets, look at the size of them. And I have a job taking Nicklands. I'm going to give you these tablets. She says, I want you to take two in the morning and 2 at night. And what they will do, they will break down the mucus in your lungs, and it'll just, and I said, does that mean it'll loosen up and I'll cough it up and spit it out? Oh, no, no, she says, it'll just absorb whatever. I thought, I can't see that how that works, but anyway, so you do as they tell you, don't you? Don't you? But nope, I don't feel any better at all, and I took them. Can't keep what? What can't keep, Julie? Well, we did at one point have one of these cordless or wireless doorbell thing. For when I'm upstairs and he's downstairs. The other day, a courier come and he said he weren't in. And we were in the bloody car on drive. But he said he couldn't make anybody hear, so they even took a photograph of our front door so that we could see he actually had been to our house now then. Because there's 2 number 3s now. I think I mentioned before there's number 3, and it's a set of 3 townhouses that they recently built, and they're supposed to be number 1, number 2, and number 3. Steatley Cottages, those, on Mary Street, and we are number 3, Mary Street. So, postman were taking our mail there, bringing her mail here. Oh, we had a right pantomime. So Harry says, well, can we be sure, we've got card, can we be sure that they've not gone to her at number 3? And she's a bit dippy. So, I mean, she's a lot dippy actually, but she's also very offensive. But anyway, I found card, and they were asking a picture of bloody house door, you know, front door. So we know they'd been here. Nobody were in, we were. Anyway, they were coming next morning, so Harry got up early and they come, and it was my new phone. I've got a new contract phone now, iPhone, whatever, smartphone, you name it, it does it. So we did get it eventually, but what were I on about? Oh, I'm sending them all, Julie. They've all wanted, by request, they've all wanted to come to visit you. All the big spiders are all in that box waiting to be put into postman's van. Oh, that were it. That were doorbell thing we were on about, weren't it? Right, so I says, well, I've got that phone thing upstairs, doorbell thing upstairs, and I've never used it. In fact, I don't know whether there were any batteries were any good in it that were, so he brought it downstairs so that we've got a doorbell up front in case somebody comes to the door and we don't hear him knocking. But the silly part about it was, he was coming between 4 and 5. No, I'm lying. He was coming between 3 and 4, right? And I was sat here. Sat right here. I never heard him. I can see him pull up there, straight through front window. I never saw him pull up. So I know I am Julie. I'm fed up with him shooting at them. No, we'll make sure there's not many. We'll only send babies, shall we? There's a lot. No, I'll check it before it goes. But I'm going to put you some of this fabric in that I got from down Wales. It's lovely. You can make bags with it. real strong bags with it, really nice. I think you'll like it. You could even use it to do your, you know, your doiling, what have you, your lace books as base. Really nice. Yeah. So I would have thought, I would have hoped that they'd have given me some kind of oxygen, or at least let me see a doctor, because when my dad was alive and he was at this sort of stage that I'm at now, my dad only had to ring up and the doctor would be straight there. There'd be no waiting, they would be straight out. But these days now, they won't come. They won't come. Yeah, they don't want to refer me to anybody, Janet. They're not interested, really. In fact, I went to see my daughter Claire last week. I went through for the day on, well, for afternoon on Tuesday. And I was telling her about it. And she says, why don't you change your doctors? See, these doctors have been rubbish right since they've altered everything. It was a great surgery they got. It's a nice big surgery, loads of rooms for the doctors, to be loads of doctors. They got a small bit that come off the main building, and the first bit was the emergency doctor. So like between 9 and 11, and then 1 and 3, if you got like a day case, you could go straight in there and be seeing me out an appointment. And there were always people queuing up. And then also beyond that, then there's like a physiotherapy bit and so on and so on. It's all purpose built. But now you can't even get an appointment. And I must admit, I am gobby when I go out anywhere and I'm upset about something. I open my mouth too loud, too loud. But there were a guy in there, and he didn't look to be struggling to breathe. I'm not saying they weren't wrong with him, don't get me wrong, they probably were. But I just sort of made a comment. Nice when you can get to see a doctor in this place these days. But then when we come out, I'd spoken to this clinical, wherever she were, about maybe stopping smoking with some help. But I says, I can't have the patches because they send me wappy. It's just another long story, that one, but I can't have patches. So she says, why don't you make an appointment? Why don't you come to cessation clinic? That's exactly what. Why don't you come to cessation clinic? And I says, I'm thinking, when she's on about it, I'm thinking like AA, Anonymous or wherever, a big group, everybody wanted to start. I can't be doing all that. I'm not coming and throwing every week. Oh, no, she says, it's not like that. Make an appointment, and then you come and see, and they will help you to find the right thing to stop you smoking, to help you stop smoking. So I says, oh, okay. She says, just ask at reception when you're going out. So we waited and waited and waited at reception. There were 2 receptionists on, and they were both of them, each got somebody, and they were nattering away to whatever they wanted, and then carried on talking about what were on Coronation Street or wherever, you know, blah, 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 mumbo jumbo, and these people started waiting to speak to them. So eventually one of them became available, and I said to her, she said, can I help you? I said, yes. I said, we want to make an appointment for a cessation clinic. She says, for what? I says, cessation clinic. What's that? It says reception. What's that? I says, it's supposed to be where somebody can come and get help to stop them smoking or whatever. Oh, that. Oh, she don't do it anymore here. You can go to wherever it is and it's up mountain somewhere, blah, blah. Harry knows where it is. But I was just that damn mad. We'd stood there, sat there, I was in a chair, all that time listening to pairing and rabbiting onto somebody else. And then she didn't even know what we were talking about when I got to the desk. And then, oh, they stopped that. I was here for ages. Didn't anybody tell doctors that they'd stop that? Yeah, I have to, Janet, I've got to the stage now where I just open my mouth and anything comes out because I get that damn mad. It's not mad, it's frustration. That's what it is. Because nobody, you know, our surgery, you're not a patient anymore. They're all for this, I forgot what they call it now, NHS 24, is it? And you've got to ring them and then they'll, you know, and so on and so on. And I think, what the hell do you have a doctor's surgery for? So our Claire was saying to me, there's one up top in the workshop. It's a totally different, it's not, because ours is what they call 5 village group. And there's Rhodesia and Shire Oaks, Carlton, Langold, Harworth, and Manton, I think it is up there. But there's 5 surgeries all involved in one thing. And all doctors trundle around more. You can't get an appointment in any of them. In fact, we've got a better chance of getting an appointment in one of the farthest one away than a zone. And it's not because they're busy, because there's no bugger sat in waiting room. So, you know, what they're doing. What are the doctors doing? There's nobody waiting, 1 or 2. An hour, other one, and I were waiting to see a nursing practitioner. We weren't meant to see a doctor because I couldn't get an appointment from a doctor. Oh, no. All I've got is this through a spacer in the morning twice, 2 puffs, 2 at night through a spacer. I've got Foster through a spacer, 2 at night and 2 in the morning. I've got another fancy one that's what they call it, it's Spheriria, and it's like a round thing and you open it, half open it, and 2 things pop up and you put a capsule, push that in, press a button, and it pierces it, and then you suck all that into you. And that's my 3rd inhaler. I only have that in the morning. And I'm not even supposed to be using these. Not really, during the day. They will only allow me 1 inhaler a month. 1. I've had to scrounge 3 off next door so that I've got enough to live on. Because I use this more than anything else. And I've nearly always, I had one in bathroom, as well as at the side of my desk, just outside of my table here. That one's actually run out, thrown that way this morning. I ain't got a replacement for it, you know. And COPD nurse turned around, just, you can't have more than 1, you smoke. What? You know, it's so I can die because I smoke, and you're not interested. I never want to see that woman's face again as long as I draw breath. Yeah, but I have also got nebulizer, Janet. These. And that was something else. The COPD matron gave me my original nebulizer, but it was getting old and slow, and things weren't really doing very well. And I asked my COPD nurse at the surgery if there was any chance I could get a replacement. She says, no, because you smoke. She says, you'll have to go back to wherever you got that one from to ask for a replacement. And I said, well, I got that from the COPD matron, district matron, and she discharged me, and she actually sent me back to your care. So she says, well, you'll have to go back and see if you can make an appointment with her to get one, because we won't give you one because you know. So I bought one, bought me own. Harry says, get one ordered. You need it. No, that's the first and only one I take to get me. So I can take my red one, my pink one. I used to have the purple one, but now it's this one and the pink one, Foster. Foster one is steroid. And that's supposed to be refrigerated, but who keeps a fridge in your bloody bedroom, you know. But, you know, one of them a month, there's 200 shots, I think, in that. Oh, same as me then. Is it a Foster, your pink one? No, that's all I have, that. And a pink one. That first and the pink one. Oh my God, I'd die if I didn't have these, I'll tell you. And if Carol next door hadn't given me some, I'd have been gone now, I reckon. Serotype, yeah. That's the one I call purple. That's what I used to have. I call that one a purple one. My Foster's a pink. Serotype's one. In fact, I've got one unopened. I think it's still upstairs in my drawer. But they've put me onto the Foster, and the Foster's the one that needs to be refrigerators. Hang on and I'll show it you. Oops. That's my spacer. It's had some wear and tear. It's been washed. But that's my spacer. And that's my pink one. Supposed to be that one. I have it twice. Twice in the morning and twice at night. And that's the only time I use that one. And then my salbutamol, Ventolin, 2 in the morning, 2 at night. And, oh, yeah. Hang on, I'll have to take one of these. That's me over. I think it's only, oh, I'm getting a bit breathless now. And they're capsules with a powder in. And you prick them into this round thing they give you and just breathe that in. So that's mine. But I think I do need oxygen. Oh no, this is called Spiriva. Let me see. I don't really can read that back to front. Inhalation powder hard capsule. Triotropium bromide. That's what it is. We've been on about you, Janie, not being here. Now then, what we're asking for you. Subscription. Something G's they called him. I'm huffing and puffing, I'll tell you, Jane. Now. When he walked up other end of lounge and back and I'm puffed down. So yeah, that's what I've got. These have all got to go upstairs anyway tonight because I used my last one of these this morning. This is my new prescription that's just come yesterday, the other day. So I've got to take all these upstairs with me. But yeah, but they'll only give me one of them in a month and it's wrong. But my daughter said to me, why don't you go and see if you can get in at the doctor's at top of town? And I think she might be on to a winner there. Because it's right outside at cinema, so there's plenty of parking space up there. Now, oh, she's going to feel warmer when she gets off to Australia. I'd be lucky to get to see a doctor to say, I know. I thought I'd have had a little bit more. I mean, it's, you know, I go through a lot of this silently. When I say silently, Harry sees a lot of this of me. But I don't go running to doctors every 5 minutes. I'm not pestering them all the time. You know, feel sorry for me and looking for attention because it's something I don't do. But, you know, when you get to a stage where you've got to do something before it's just too damn late, what do? I try not to be a pest, you know, a complainer at the hospital, at the doctors. So, yeah. And according to, apparently, our Claire's mother and father-in-law, she says that they're really good, and they are a doctor's surgery where you go, make an appointment, you see a doctor. So that's what I think we need to do. The only thing is, Harry will have to change doctors as well because you can't have 2 different doctors' surgeries in one home. Now that's something else that's been going on for a few years now around our area, Nottinghamshire area. So if Harry were at Larwood and he stayed at Larwood, I wouldn't be able to go to other one. He would have to move with me. I do need to change Jane. I mean, Jane's seen how I get, you know, she's seen me firsthand how bad I get. And, and when we're walking in town, it's sit down after every 5 steps, sit down, 5 steps, sit down. Don't we? Another 5. And I don't really smoke that many. Jane will vouch for me there as well, I'm sure. I don't smoke an awful lot, but yeah, I just don't get a chance to, I'm not getting an opportunity to speak to a doctor, which is what I want to do, because I just think it's time. I did. I have. I've been like this now for, oh God, months and months. I mean, I went to what are we in? July, aren't we? Yeah. I went in February, I think it were, for my annual COPD check review, as they call it. And she says, oh, that's better than last time. And then she says, you're killing yourself smoking, but then tells me my lungs are working better than last time and time before. Well, that might be the case, but I was there in the morning. She should have seen me at 5 o'clock at night and seen if I was as good then. Because by, no word of a lie, by 4 o'clock, I'm buggered. I mean, I am buggered. And you know, when I get into one of my breathless, not so much panic, but as soon as I feel myself going breathless, why do I always want to wee? And I've got to walk to the bathroom. It's only 10 steps. It takes ages to get there. I'll end up peeing myself one day. I'm going to have to start wearing tenner ladies and tenner men's. Having said that, I'm going to have a fact. I've had one for about 3.5 hours, so it's been good. But yeah, you know, I mean, I don't ever pester him. I'm not a moaner. I don't moan. I mean, he moans for me more than I moan. He does. But I don't. I don't think they see me then, Janet. I really don't. I think, you know, top and bottom of it, we're going to have to change doctors. I think that's the outcome that's going to come off best for us. We first, when we went to that doctor's, they were seeing one doctor. It was Dr. Austin, and he was lovely. He was charming, polite, shook your hand, and when you walked in, and he shook your hand as you went out, and he's still there, but you never get to see him. He won't see you. There's an excuse. There's always, well, doctor will ring you. They'll bring you back in an hour, in about an hour, or an half, or 2 hours maybe, if you're lucky. And then they ring you up and say, I'll send a prescription to chemist for you. How the hell do they know what to ask for? What to prescribe? They haven't seen me. I need a doctor to see me in one of my bad states. So I need to be going to doctors about 5 o'clock, 5:30, and walking in rather than Harry pushing me. I think that's the only way they're going to see what I'm like. Because I don't think they believe you. I mean, this is the reason I actually rang up and made an appointment. Yeah, I know. I mean, they know my medical history. They've got it all there. And to say that they don't see you when you're it's a severe issue I've got. Hey up, Peggy. Nice to see you. No, no, I'm not very good, Peggy. No, I'm having a tottering time, and the doctors aren't interested, as usual.
You're over 50, they don't care anymore.
Yeah, did you hear that? Harry says you're over 50, they don't care anymore, and I think he's right. But yeah, Val and Keith, that's Claire's mum and Claire's in-laws, they both go to them at work, so she said they're brilliant. You get to see a doctor nearly straight away. So, yeah. You see, the thing is, one of my big fears is that I have a bad do, and Harry has no choice but to ring an ambulance, and they take me in hospital. I don't want to go that way at all, because I know the fact that they put that thing on your face, it's supposed to blast oxygen into you, but it takes your breath away. It doesn't help. So I don't want to have to do that. And if they can get round it without doing that, then all the better. But yeah, I'm going to have to see if I can get in with the doctors. I'm not happy with the way things are going. I mean, I really did think that we were going to get some decent treatment from Larwood, but no, it didn't work. It didn't. I mean, even Harry, really. It's he having trouble with his feet and his legs. Shoving some tablets his way. That's it, you know, on your back, away you go. And his feet and his legs are no better. But he knows damn well he's not going to get in to see a doctor. So he didn't bother. So he stopped taking them. Yeah, it could be this week, actually, Julie, where I feel at the minute. Might get in. But we've got to pick his date, man. I haven't said that. We've got to pick his days. Wednesday, Friday, Saturday's market day, so we don't want to go in a market day. So either tomorrow or Thursday. And I think you have to go and sign forms and fill forms in, don't you? Oh, I wish I could do that, Peggy. We can't even do that at ours. You ring our doctors up and I've got to wait for the doctor ringing you back just to send a prescription on to chemist. You don't get to see a doctor. If you're lucky, you get a chat with him, but over the phone. So no, I think it's going to be a change. And it's just going to be just as easy for me and Harry to go into town as what it is to go where we go. The only one good thing about where our doctors is at the minute, it's smack bang across the road from hospital, because Harry has to go every now and again for blood tests. So he goes from doctors straight in for blood test, and that's it. Job's done. Then they just send results back. It's only coming from town, so we can still do it that way. It's not far. It's also to be in a roundabout area, because we are fairly central in Worksop. We're not like out on outskirts or anything. But I just get fed up of not being oh, for God's sake. That is ridiculous, isn't it? But they used to do that, you know, at ours. I mean, when I'm not talking about this one, our other doctor's surgery when I lived in Dinnington, you could ring up a state, like you say, and it would ring and ring and ring and ring. And sometimes it would just stop ringing, it would just cut you off dead. and you had to start again, and then it were engaged before, you know. How does that work? You ring up, they cut you off, you ring again, and it's engaged. And it's engaged for hours, not just a while. So, but yeah, we're going to have to do something. We can't just keep leaving it. You know, it's like, it's just ridiculous. And they don't seem to be a little bit interested. That is ridiculous, Jane, that, isn't it? I would have thought you would have been able to get in because of your sister, the problems you've had with your sister, and your own recent health scares. They shouldn't be like that with you. But you know, I mean, what happened to National Health Service? We haven't got one now. They've crippled it. It's not what you, I don't call it a service. Far from it. It's just so damned annoying. It is. It is going down Panyaran. They don't care, Peggy. I mean, be a different thing. Should be on other foot if it were their mother or father needing a doctor urgent. I bet they don't have a bloody problem finding appointments. But used to be able to, and it's only sort of fairly recently as have done this, they've changed the way they do things. But I mean, like I've just read that at here. This medication is called triotropium bromide. And you ring up now for a prescription. You can't ring doctor's surgery and ask for reception to get your prescription for you. I normally ring up and I get both of ours done all at the same time. Not allowed to do that anymore. You've now got to ring the prescription line up, and you've got to give it all the proper name. You've got to give them your name, your address, your telephone number, your date of birth, then what you want, then put the phone down. So all this is going through your mind. I've done my name, I've done my address. Oh, I'm not going to phone them, blah, 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 and all the rest of it. But then you've got to start reading these bloody silly words out, these names that they've got for everything. And it's nigh on impossible, especially when you don't like talking to a chuffing machine. Oh, I hate it. Absolutely hate it. And I ordered mine, and then I had to put the phone down and then pick it up and dial again to order it. 2 phone calls, not 1, 2. Oh, same everywhere though, isn't it? It's this bloody country. I mean, they aren't chuffing. What about this latest thing now with bloody television licenses? Oh my God. I seen it on thing where it said the BBC, apart from your television license of £154, you're going to have to start paying a subscription on top of that. I saw that on Facebook. No, you can't. Well, you can do it over the phone for hours, but you've got to be on the prescription line. The receptionist won't take it now. They're not allowed. Oh, we're not allowed to take it. You'd have to ring the prescription line up. Oh, and then you've got to wait for them to go through all the spiel. Well, the only reason I don't really do. I mean, we have our prescriptions go straight to chemist, and they do bring them out to us. But the only reason we don't have the job law is because there's paracetamols on mine. I rarely order them. I only order them when we're getting low, and we don't use them that often. So I don't order them every time. I don't order my eye lube every time because I've got several bottles in, you know. And I don't always order my codeine phosphate because I've got quite a few of them. I don't take them unless I have to. So, you know, I don't want them delivering everything I've got all at once. You know what I mean? It's like you don't need them all. I need my amitriptyline on a regular basis. I need my Spivra, which is that triatropyline or whatever it's called. I have that every time. I have my Foster every time. I have my salbutamol every time, and I have my nebules. I have them every time. And then Harry has all his 3 for his diabetes, but he does on his statins. But he's stopped ordering this stuff for his feet and his legs because it's not doing no. So if it's no good to him, he can't get to see a doctor to say, look, these aren't working. Same as I'm going to have to say about these stupid things. They're not doing me any good. I don't feel any different. I still get out of breath. I'm still struggling to get my breath. So what good have they done? I've been taking them over a week now. So, don't know. What do you do? I don't know what you're supposed to do. You know, I mean, elderly used to get decent service, whichever doctors you were in, but they don't anymore. They want to start putting us all down at 65 or 70. When we get to 70, that's it, throw them away. That's how I feel about it. This is one of the, I mean, I've lost faith with doctors. With them all, you know. See, doctors don't like to be answered back. But sometimes you have to, because you're not listening to what I'm telling you. Let me tell you what I'm having, what problems I'm having. They think they know that everybody that's got COPD all in one little bowl. No, it doesn't work like that. Somebody over there might have COPD, but worse on one thing. Well, somebody over here might have COPD, but worse on something else. And that's the difference, and they don't listen. These big things, I don't know, I'll tell you what these are supposed to break down the mucus. Hang on, Janet. Carbocysteine capsules, hard. Bloody massive and all. Can't see that because it's back to front, isn't it? But carbocysteine, yeah. Yeah, it says here, take 2 twice daily to help break mucus in COPD. It isn't. Yeah, they don't like to be, you know, they know their job. Don't you tell me my job, I know my job. Yeah, but you might not know my illness in that way, because COPD is not the same for everybody. You know, my dad had COPD, he got emphysema. They all come under the same umbrella. Asthma, emphysema, you name it. They all come under the same COPD, but they're not all the same. Oh, is it right way around? You can see it. All right, because when I do it like that, I can't. It's showing me back to front. Oh, that's right then. Isn't it? It's showing you the right way. Okay. But yeah, but I mean, my argument again is because COPD is an umbrella for many things. Not taking away from the fact that it is very, very serious in anybody that's got COPD, but it's different in different people. Like I said, my dad had an oxygen machine in his house, and he wore a cannula 24/7, even when he went to bed. Now, they were in a bungalow, and they had a small hallway, and all the bedrooms and the lounge came off the same hallway, little tiny square. Bedroom number 2, bedroom number 1, lounge. So, my dad, he used to sit in the lounge, and his wire pipe would come through that way, and he walked into his bedroom because the pipe went with him, and it straight to the machine outside the bedroom door. It weren't in anybody's way. How would they do that here? Because I can't have a machine in house, because I'm down here in day and up there at night, and I ain't bringing my bed downstairs for anybody. Not like that. I've got a stair lift. I mean, that I got that through occupational therapy, and my bathroom done. I actually collared below when he come about stair lift, and I collared him about bathroom when he come, and he had a look and he said, "Oh, you do need, yeah, it needs sorting this." They've not done. It looked nice when they'd done it, but it's not very good, really. I mean, floor. It's a non-slip floor, but it's like grit, like walking on sandpaper. Doesn't hurt your feet or anything like that, but where these, it's like they're only halfway doors, and then you've got a shower curtain that sort of hangs on inside of them, and they fold indoors, they fold back, and you walk in and you pull your door, and then of course you get a curtain across. I don't have curtain across because Harry washes me, so obviously we can't have curtain across. But where that there's like a rubber, neoprene rubber along bottom, like a wiper blade on a car, and that's supposed to stop water from coming out, because they've left the drain where it was for the bath in the shower cubicle, which is fine as long as water don't go out of it, because it then runs that way, because the floor's not level. So they've not leveled the floor off very well. And also, it gets black. And Harry bleaches our bathroom floor regular. He has to bleach it to get it clean. It's a nightmare. And we've still got black lines even when he's done it. Where doors are, because that black stuff went rubber. So I wish I'd got a doctor like that, Jane. Mind you, if you're having a job getting booked in, it's not very helpful, but at least when you're in, they listen to you. That's one thing. Ours don't. You might be the patient, but you don't know what's happening with your own body. Yeah, now when I asked her that, what you're saying there, it breaks down the mucus to help you cough it up. She's given me 112. So I've got 2 weeks already, because I have like one of them strips with all things in. I've got 2 weeks worth up there, and I've got those left. That were in the bottom of the box, so that could be, there'd be 100, and then them 2. They go in there. And I keep them on here because I keep a card here so that I can remember to take my morning ones. But my night ones are all in with me others because they're the only ones I take during the morning. And I take all my others at bedtime. So that's why I've not got my tablet. That's just why I keep that there. So if I don't, I forget. I would forget. And I have done before. I haven't forgotten today, like, but I think I've forgotten 2 mornings. And I completely forgot to take all my tablets one night. All of them. They were still up there in the morning. Flipping heck. And I never do that. Ever. Normally. But this has been in the last, like, since we come back off holiday, and it's been since, you know, Rosie and all that, and I can't get her out of my head, and I've been in a really, really, really dark place this weekend. It's just overwhelming, really. I never, ever thought I'd be this. I knew I was going to be upset, but of course we weren't expecting it, were we? It all come a bit fast for us. Even though she'd been poorly, we weren't expecting that. So, you know, when you, my head's been all over the place. So, occasionally, not very often, but occasionally I do forget to take my morning ones. But if I keep them here, right there where I can see them, I don't forget them. And as I said, others are already put in for individual nights because I've got, how many take? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tablets at night I take. All right. And then 2 in the morning. 10 a day. No wonder I rattle. Yeah, but you know, I don't feel like I've got out on my chest, Janet. Normally, if I've got anything on my chest, I have. In the past, I've coughed it up and I never swallow. I've got tissues here. I've got a little basket at the side of me. And I very discreetly spit it out and put it in the basket out of the way. I don't, you know, regurgitate it, if you know what I mean. But I'm not coughing anything up. And I haven't been for ages. So, don't know. But I don't know whether I've got to get these on prescription again or what. But I've certainly got enough. I've got this fortnights together there, so I bet I've got probably another week. What is the 10, 20, 30? I take 4 a day. 30, so that's. Come on, my brain won't work. 30. Half 30 is 15. Is that right? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 8 more days in here after them. So I've got like another week on top of them. So, and then I'll take them and I'll have to ring up and see what's what, or take them to if I go to new doctors this week, take my prescription through, and I'll have to take them there and see him and see what he says. But you see, when I first got my nebulizer, the district nurse said, use do one in the morning and one at night. So we're doing one first thing in the morning and one at bedtime. And then doing that for quite some while, actually. And then I got a phone call from this Robert, practice manager. Just right, Robert, the practice manager, and he said, "Who put you on your nebulizer, Mrs. Chambers?" So I said, "District midwife, district midwife, isn't me? District COPD matron." "Oh, and how many times did she tell you to use it?" I says, "Once in the morning and once at night." "Well, we think that you should only be using it once a day because," he says, "if you get worse, which you probably will, we've nowhere to go if you're already using it twice a day." "What? So does that mean to say then I can't use it 3 times a day as I get worse?" So I started using it once a day. But then I started getting really bad again. And he says, "But yeah, they're still giving me enough a month for twice a day." So I've got a cupboard full down there. So he says to me, "Harry, you need to be going back on your nebulizer another once a day. So take it in the morning, like you normally do, and about tea time. See how you, no, I don't use it in the morning, what am I on about? Bedtime, and then just see how you go. And go on it at tea time if you're bad, because I'm all right in the morning normally, reasonable." And so he's telling me one thing and she's telling me another, and he's on it practice manager. He's not a medic. She's a bloody district matron, COPD matron. I don't do groups, Janet, and I can't be going out and doing, I mean, this is what I was afraid of when she got on about this cessation thing. I thought she was talking about going into a group, and I can't do that. Oh, on internet. Oh, I don't know. I'll have to look on that. I never thought about that one actually, Janet. But you know, I couldn't be going, apart from dragging him to places where, you know, if we were going out to a bloody group every, say, once a week or twice a week, and he had to go and sit in it to drive him nutty. I drive him nutty, you don't need any help. So, trapping now. Yeah, so no, I don't do groups. Yeah, so I don't know. But I just get to the stage where I throw my hands up and think, why am I bothering? Nobody else seems to be bothered. He does, yeah, and friends do. But, you know, medical industry don't give a shit, one way or other. And that's exactly how I see it. That's exactly what I feel is going on. They don't give a shit. I'm old, it's time to, you know, treat young and then let old ones go. That's what it's working out to be. So we might give this doctors in town a bit of a.
I don't know about running out of breath. The answer up since 7 o'clock.
Did you hear that, folks? It says, I don't know about going out of breath, but I answer up since 7 o'clock. Yeah, but I'm not doing a lot of running about, am I? And I did have my nebulizer before I went on tonight.
We're doing quizzes round the world and you say you're running out of breath.
I'm doing quizzes around world, it says. I got right, Julie now, Jane on. Now, Janet. We've got quite a few one actually. Oh, and Peggy, got our pegs on. Yeah.
Good doctor, we're all important. When the Bradley Hospital.
No, I don't like Simon for one. He's saying all up Orkney. It's off to Orkney. Not get me back up there, not live. Not even bothered about going back for holiday. No, I can't. Thing is, if I went back up Orkney, I'd be wanting to go out on the beach and doing some welking, because you can earn a lot of money welking.
What does that to do some good?
Not going out welking.
Some fresh air, yeah.
I get fresh air. What you on about? Hey, you choke, you bite. Well, I did try to say I don't really missed it. Sometimes if you just refresh it, it comes back. You know, if you just click on your refresh thingy, it comes back. I'm in Nottinghamshire. And yeah, it is downright hot. It's rot. It's too hot for me. I've got two blooming fans blowing at me here. It's my fan club. But yeah, it was 26 in here just before tea time, and it was awful. It was.
It'll be 31 tomorrow.
You're joking. Oh my God, he's just said it's going to be 31 tomorrow. I can't cope. Well, we're going to have to go to the doctor's tomorrow in town. Get some forms to fill in or wherever. British Lung Foundation, see, good, even just links to different ideas. The self-help I was sending in the snow face. Oh, bless you. Thanks, Janet. Yeah. Jane Davis, you wash your mouth out, or else I'm not having that. Jane's saying not nasty things. She says it's going to be 40s next week. I'm going to go down there and give her such a thump. If I could catch her. I don't know. I would probably be too busy getting pissed up, Jane, wouldn't I? Now I'm going to show you this. This is the one I was telling you about, Jane. This is lovely. And it's called Raspberry with Cassis, whatever that is. It's Echo Falls. It's gorgeous. Raspberry and Cassis, whatever Cassis is. Red fruit fusion. But it sounds beautiful. Well, it is beautiful. I know that one is because I've had it before. I bought a different one the other day. An Echo Falls one. But, yeah. Oh, I don't want that heat wave. No. Well, if we have an heat wave, I'm not going to get no crafting done because I just can't do it anymore. I just can't. Oh, Gordon Bennett is a thought. I feel like just thinking about it. But we will get there. She says, we will get there. Oh, I have fibromyalgia as well, Peggy. But you know, I'll be honest, I'm sure I don't have it as bad as a lot of you people, because I think the only thing that really gets bad with me is my shoulders and my back, my lower back. You know, well, I'm saying my shoulder connected to my neck, but and my lower back, where I first started getting it were in my legs. That's when it first cropped up. And it was shortly after we had that car crash on the way coming back down from Orkney to go visit my mother. Weren't our fault, like we were just happened to be in the middle of a, you know, something else, and I ended up with that. Well, I'm saying I ended up with that. I apparently had it long before. According to the doctor in Orkney, I'd been diagnosed in 1996. Because when she said I got fibromyalgia, it's to do with... I says, I've got what? I've never heard of it. She says, oh yeah, she said it was diagnosed in 1996. I thought, well, I didn't know I got it. But it did explain a lot of things. Like before I went up there, I used to get a lot of trouble. But I worked up in an office up some stone steps. And I used to go up in the morning, down at dinner time, when I have a fag, up in the afternoon, back down at night time. And then walk right car park to get to your car. Oh, it's Jim. It's Yvonne de Pledge. Bless her. She got a little grandson. They didn't think they'd ever have any kids. Her son and his wife, but they got a little boy. He's 2. I can't believe that's gone that quick. Yeah. Well, I will go and get it checked out, Julie, because it can get quite nasty. Well, not yesterday, the day before, I was lethargic most of the day. And then by 10 o'clock, I could feel myself just sinking. And I got my tablets took quick. I filled my glass up because I take it upstairs and I have my inhaler. So I have to have one of them's a steroid. I have to rinse my mouth out with it. I'm seeing you, Jane March. Can you see me? No, nobody's. Let me just check. No, darling, you're not blocked. No. No, you're not blocked. But Julie, do please go and get that checked out because it can get nasty. I mean, I've had some really... When it was after the accident that I found out that I got it. I didn't know I got it before then. But I was having some right pain in my legs. Oh, and we put it down to this accident that we'd had. But it sort of come on about 3 weeks after accident. Well, I told doctor about this accident that we'd had. Oh, I'm glad you got it back all right. Yeah, so she gave me a booklet about fibromyalgia, and it explains some of the causes and what have you. And one of the very first things it said, car accident. And I thought, oh my God, that's why. But I've been having pains in my legs before, as I said, because I've been going up and down these steps at work. But I weren't working when we were living up in Orkney. And it was, I was fine for ages because I weren't going up and down stone steps. But then we had this accident and I thought, oh, I felt like I was being crippled. It was unbelievable. And I couldn't sleep. She gave me that, and I've been on amitriptylines ever since then. I have 3 amitriptylines every night, 30 mil. No, that's like 90 mil. Every night before I go to bed. It's supposed to ease your pain and help you sleep. The first bit it does, second bit not so much. and normally I'm wide awake. You have that, dear. Do you have that same thing then for fibromyalgia, J. Marge, or are you taking it for another reason? I have. because I've got acid reflux. Oh, and it's bad. It doesn't help you. Wow. Well, they do me. Mind you, having said that, they don't kick in till way after they're supposed to. But, all right. Well, again, though, it's sort of like a painkiller. But they make me drowsy. You're not supposed to drive when you take them. Or after you've taken them, I should say. Or use heavy machinery. Well, I've stopped using my dumper truck. I just thought I should, you know. Oh, did you ask, as Hannah said it done any good for her, then I sent her, she mentioned. Yeah, they do help me sleep, I must admit, but it takes me a while, but once I've gone, I sleep well. I do sleep well. Before I couldn't, they kept waking me up with my legs. Used to be so much pain. Oh my Lord, you need to see your doctor again, missus. 2 hours of sleep's not enough, Peggy. It really isn't. You need to get that sorted. Oh, right, good. Oh, I'm glad. Well, she needs to go and see a doctor then to get some more. You see, I sent some, these are good for painkilling. Codeine phosphate. And I was getting a lot of pain in my neck and my back. And when my mum was living with us. And there were some days I could barely move. It was so bad. And she got some codeine phosphates, and hers were 30 milligrams. And she says, here, take 2 of these. I said, whoa, take 2, take 1 first. They're good though, aren't they, Jim? Do you find them good? I do. I don't take many because, like I say, I borrowed a few off my mum now and then, not very often. But they did work. And of course, after my mum passed away, I'd still got a few, so I kept on using them now and again. And then, obviously, we're getting low on them, and I went to doctors. This was before we had all this stupid change around. And I asked the doctor if I could have some codeine phosphate. And she said, well, really, we've got to be careful who we give them to because they're addictive. And I said, yes, I know they are. But I said, the thing is, I don't take tablets unless I'm desperate or unless they're like prescribed for every night like they are. So I says, I only take them as and when it's absolutely necessary. So she prescribed me some. And when I got them, they were flaming 15 milligrams. Take 2. My mother's were 30 milligrams, and I was taking 2 of them. So I went back to doctors and I said, they're not strong enough, these. I said, those my mum had were, I mean, I told her I took some of my mother's. Hey up, Hernan Hernandez, are you all right? So I can't take anything with Brufen. I can't have any, I can't have anti-inflammatories. I can't use any of the rubs, you know, like Voltarol or anything like that. Oh dear, have we had a troll? Oh, were you a troll? All right. I always leave it a bit and see what they got to say. Make me laugh. I can't take any of them things. And so when I went back, she did actually give me the 30 milligrams, wherever they are, and I'm much better now, but I only do take them when I'm absolutely forced. Funny thing were, I actually, when we went down to Wales, I actually thought I'd put some in my medical, I've got a box, you know, these clip-on lids, put all my stuff in that, keep it all together. Creating caravan, I got like a little over my head side. I put it in there, and so I felt sure I put some of these codeine phosphates in. And when I were at Jane's craft class, craft group, we were talking to one of the ladies, and she was saying that she's got this awful problem pain-wise and what have you. And I said, oh, I've got some codeine phosphate. Have you tried them? She says, no. I said, well, you get them from doctors. You don't buy them over the counter, like. I said, I'll send you some. I said, I'll give you some. I've got some. I'm sure I've got some with me, I thought. Well, when I got back to Caravan, I realised, I searched for everything. Oh, flip, I didn't bring any. So with that, I said I'd send her some when I come home. Of course, I'd got to send some stuff down for Jane. What were it? Oh, I had me visitor from Wales, a little gorgeous girl. So I thought I'll pop them in there and send them back. So, and I put them in an envelope marked for Hannah, you know, and if they're all right, get from your GP, like the rest of it. And it never dawned on me until after Harry had posted. I thought, oh, I hope they don't bloody photograph that package and see pills in it. And I got visions of bloody customs and excise knocking Jane's door in. And it worked. So when I saw a relief, I saw she'd received it. And I thought, oh, thank God for that. I hope. And did you get Anna a package? She said, yeah, thanks. And I thought, oh. I never thought that it could have possibly have gotten Jane into trouble. Didn't cross my mind. But you know, when you think, are we sending stuff like that to people, crafters, when we're sending each other stuff, some of these little diamante things that we're sending through, you know, they must sometimes think they're pills. You know, they look like it, don't they? Could be as easy as that. So yeah, I were on a bit of a panic station when I sent them for Jane, in Jane's mail. It never crossed my mind until it was too late. Oh God, I hope they don't get stopped and raid Jane. I should have felt terrible. Oh, I should have had her hitting me around here. Give me a good hiding. But she got them all right, that's one thing. And now she can go and get something lucky to get some. I mean, I've got plenty, but I only sent her half the straight. So maybe it didn't look that suspicious. But yeah, you just got to be careful. Sometimes people can't take what you're taking. Like I say, anything that's got any anti-inflammatory, you know, I can't have aspirin because I could have a stomach bleed. Since when? It was news to me, but from way back. So anything with aspirin, I can't have. And then, I mean, I didn't know about all this stuff, but it makes you wonder. I keep having camera down, box brownie when it's trying to get down there. I have a lot of problems with me gastric, reflux, and then like blockages, like going to the toilet and I keep thinking I've got a blockage somewhere. And what it turns out that's one of the problems is that from a previous surgery, and it can only be either Mrs. Arian from when Claire were born, or my hysterectomy. But they've made a little pocket. When they stitched me up, they've made a little pocket to this side. And food is getting compacted there. And it's not going through into the system as it should. So, and sometimes it's that that's causing me all this, because sometimes I can be eating. I've been eating, mind you, I don't have now because I don't eat now. But when I'm eating anything, when I was eating it, I could feel it here, backing up. I'm swallowing it, but it's not going any further than that because I'm just solid here. All the way down. So when I went to doctors, they had to look and have that camera down. I must have been 5, 6, 7 times I've been camera down. And every time they say I've got an inflamed gullet. And they've given me tablets. They gave me one lot of tablets that made me go. I had to take them just before I had tea, food, and then afterwards I'd be like, straight to the bathroom. Well, that weren't very good, was it? And tablets for a hole in the head. Oh, she's lovely, our Jane. You know, she's got some real severe problems, as Jane. But when you're with her, you don't know. You wouldn't know at all. I mean, you know she's got the problems, but she never lets it show. One amazing lady. My fabulous friend. I'm going to see her again next year. She's coming up here as well. La 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 la. Oh, don't. Oh, no, I've never had morphine. Oh, I'm lying. I had once when I had kidney stones. But I had morphine injection. Oh, that were wonderful. That really were wonderful. Made me feel fabulous. But that's when I were having awful pain. Were you taking morphine and all, Jane? Bloody hell, you should be floating around and all that. You got wings? Take them with Red Bull, you'll have wings. Yeah, well, you know, when you look around at people just close to you, you know, people that you know and friends, and you'd be surprised at what problems they all, you know. Oh my God, did you joy? Oh, that were a colonoscopy though. I've had that done and all. I don't like that at all. Yeah, you do, definitely do. Yeah, I've seen them. I've seen uh, screen. Mind if you turn now, you can't see it when you have it down your throat. But last time I went, I mean, I've had it several times without any sedation. But I do find swallowing that camera is very difficult. Whereas if you're drowsy, it goes down a lot easier. It's just that foul stuff that they put in the back of your throat to numb it. Surely they could put something in that to make it taste better. It's hideous. But I did want to see it going on screen down and down and down, and I thought, oh, that's really like it. But yeah, now they don't let you. They turn you away. But like I say, I usually now after 2 o'clock in my sedation, I can't be struggling with you're not, you got to swallow it, and you're not swallowing, and I am swallowing, you know, I just can't get it down. So it's better if I just do it that way around. It says, oh, acid, doesn't it? What was that for, Jane? For smoking? What, you have patches for smoking, Jane? Oh, oh dear. Just have sedation. I do. I gag easy. All right. Yeah. No. I thought you were on about smoking patches. You know, when I was living up in Orkney, or when we were living up in Orkney, I went to doctors and I said to her, "I need to stop smoking." You know, she's been going on at me and on at me and on at me. So I said, "Okay, I need to stop smoking." So mind you, I did smoke a bit more up there. I've never been a heavy smoker particularly, but anyway, she gave me these patches, got a big box full of patches. She says, the only thing you must remember is do not smoke while you've got a patch on. So, because she says it will do something to balance the things. So I said, oh, fair enough, yeah, no problem. Well, it was actually Harry's brother's birthday, and we had him down for a meal, and then a glass of wine or two and what have you. And then that were it. We went home. I hadn't been smoking. I put the patch on about 11 o'clock at night before we went to bed. And we got in bed about 12. And I was laid in bed, and within about 20 minutes, I said to him, oh, I feel strange. Oh my God, I feel like I'm dying. I feel awful and I want to be sick, and I didn't know what to, oh, I didn't know what I want. Hey, Mayhem, nice to see you. And Harry says, get that patch off your arm now. And he whipped it off, and within 10 minutes I was fine. So there's no way I can't use patches. Did you watch colonoscopy up your backside? Did you watch that as well on screen, Julie? I've got a very narrow throat, gullet. So this is why I have trouble with things, you know, donkey tablets. I have a job getting them down, but I do. So it put fear of God in me, I'll tell you. So I never used them. In fact, it were actually Harry's wife's son's girlfriend. She wanted to stop smoking, so I gave him I says, here, you can have these. I says, I want to use them once, really made me feel bad. I says, so I'm not taking any more. And I didn't bother going back to doctors for hotels. But you know, I don't mind the idea of trying to stop smoking. I do actually, because I enjoy a smoke. This is the thing. I do enjoy a fag. And I feel that I should be entitled to smoke if I want. You're a nutter, Julie. Good job, we love you. Yeah, I mean, do enjoy a smoke, simple as that. But, you know, if they can make it, I stopped smoking for 9 years and I didn't have anything. I just put my fag out one day and said, that's it, no more. And that were it, no more. And believe it or not, it was Friday the 13th in March 1990, I think it was. I just looked to my ashtray. And after young girl I used to work with bought me that. Emma. Uh, I had mine. Well, I'm taking my tablets. And the doctor gave me a pill to relax me. So then I was on the bed on 12 night, packed up bum and a heap of well, I had mine done in an operation theatre. I've tried vaping, Janet, and I don't like it, to be honest. I've got 2 vaping smokes, and I'm not keen at all. I only got the fruity ones. I got some. One of the previous ones I got was just called e-cig, and the little capsules that you screw on end, just for screw a new tip on end, and weren't cheap either. Got them off internet. And actually, Paul next door that got them first and told me about them, and you could get either strong, medium, or mild. And I thought I'll have the mild ones, obviously. I didn't want anything strong, and I found them strong, and it hit you back at throat. So I did vape, but then Anne Little got onto me about trying them from B&M, and they are better, I must admit. Do you, Jane? Jane might have a vape pipe. Is that one of them big things that looks like a mouth organ? But you don't play it that way, play it that way. Yeah, the thing is that it's just supposed to, they say it's because it's something to do with using your hands. When I'm crafting, I don't smoke much. I'll be honest. I get busy, and especially if I'm sewing, you know. But I just enjoy smoke, you know. And I've known people that's lived beyond 90 and that smoked and never, you know. But unfortunately, this is a family thing. It's hereditary. My nan and my dad's mother had it. My auntie, my dad's sister had it. My dad had it. I've got it. And if my son's not careful, he's going to get it. Because when he was a baby, we're talking less than a year old, I think he'd be about 6 months old, he got croup like you've never heard. Or at least I thought it was croup. And I phoned doctor, I brought doctor out because I hadn't got a vehicle and I didn't drive to get down. Doctor came out because he was so young, she couldn't get house. She examined him, and it was a Saturday as well. She examined him and she got me to put steam on in his bedroom, have a kettle on in bedroom, keep his bedroom all nice and steamy and moist. And then she come about 9:30 in the morning. She come again about 12 o'clock at dinner time. I didn't send for her, so she said, I just thought I'd come in and see how we were doing. And I said, well, I can still, you could hear him. We were downstairs, he was upstairs, you could hear him breathing. He was rasping, he was a tiny baby. And I was like having duck fits. Because he weren't me first, he weren't, you know, he was second born, he weren't me first. Anyway, she went again. She did a bit of, you know, temperature and all this, that and all the way. And then she come again at 5 o'clock. And I thought, now this is not right. Doctors don't just keep coming in all day long. popping in and out for no reason. And I said, now, I know you said you're keeping an eye on him, but why? If I said 3 times in a day is unusual, to say the least. And she said, well, I just want to make sure everything's all right with him. I thought, you said that last time, you know, and I weren't really. So I was hot on her heels, followed her upstairs, followed her down. And I said, what's happening? She says, well, actually, his fever's broke. She said, if his fever had still continued to be rising, he would have been going in hospital. He got pleurisy. It weren't cruel, pleurisy. And I was that close to him going in hospital, and I didn't know, didn't tell me. You know, why do they tell you? Why don't they tell you these things? Not like I were a new mum, first mum. I'd had you know, I've got a 2-year-old and a 6-month-old, wherever he were. Jeez, I weren't very happy, but in a way I were, but I weren't, you know. All right, my darling Jane. Night, night, sweetheart. Thanks for coming and seeing us. Night, night. Love you. Take care. Lovely lady, that. And good fun. Oh dear, we had a good night, definitely. My Jane and I. Oh, it was lovely. You thug. I wondered what that meant to you, thug. So where do you get your vapes from then? Do you go to these big shops that sell all different ones, or do you buy cheap stuff that I like I've been buying? I don't pay more than £1 for my vapor. I've got several up there actually somewhere on my shelf. Vapors. We're going out town centre now, and it's nearly every other shop's a bloody vapor shop. And everywhere else is shut down. No Marks and Spencer's again. That's gone, second time round. Tried and failed. But we've heard, what is it? Sports Direct coming back to work. So, oh, whoopee. We just need a Sports Direct. It's only just shut down on one shop, and it's now opening up in bigger Marks and Spencer's corner. I don't know what that's all about. I don't. But it's how it works, isn't it? Well, I've been on nearly 4 hours. I don't know. So I think I'm going to have to say good night. I think Harry's run away from home. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to have to call it tonight, I think, and gather all my trinkets together ready for going back upstairs. They've not to come up yet because they only come day before yesterday. And I sat last night, pill popping. I put mine into little jars and then I can see exactly how I am. Don't keep them in packets. Not me regular ones. And then I put them in my little strips, and I've got 2, so I get 2 weeks ready at a time. My tabs. And it's time I was taking my tabs and going on my nebulizer, so I'm going to say night night. Thank you all very much for being with me. It's been lovely. Really enjoyed it. And hope you're all coming in next week. Don't know what the quiz will be like next week. I've not made my mind up. It sort of springs upon me. Hiya, Julie. I'm coming. What time will it be ready? Give me hot chocolate. I haven't had any for a bit actually because of warm weather. I've been drinking. It's funny, bitter lemon, but I've been drinking. Back my glass is empty. I drink just while I'm hot. I don't drink. I don't drink mine. In fact, that bottle of wine I've just showed Jane was one I opened before I went away. I don't even know if it'll be any good. It might not be. In a while, Crocodile Jules. And everybody, I'll speak to you all again next week. I will try and get some crafting fitted in, as long as it don't get too hot. I will try and get something done. Because like I say, I've got a few things I want to get made. And I really need to get back into swing of things. Because my mojo really took a long walk away. I've got to get back into it. And I want to get back into diamond painting as well. Oh man, we just actually, I'm just signing off. Man, sorry about that, my darling. I've been on 4 hours just I think Gary's deserted me. Love you too. Thanks all of you for being here. Take care, everybody. Night nights. See you later. Bye.